All right, gentlemen, can I hit you with an
No.
autism level question?
Uh-huh. Okay,
I think you played a wolf's howling track for the Chrono Wolf hut.
we're now unmuted.
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah, no, I did.
You were like,
right.
"What was that in the distance?" And I'm looking around. I'm like, "What was it?"
Man, I didn't realize I made you think that there were wolves around your house.
Dude, just
That's
a little bit
amazing.
too many weed gummies. It really hit.
Okay, and on that
Amazing.
note, last time, well, we'll do some recap and get into it before Frank gets here. Last time on D&D, you guys, Gabagulio died. Then you brought him back. And then you did pretty much what you did before, but you were a little bit quicker. And you had a small confrontation with Malhoun, which there was a very big split as to whether you should attack him or not. You ended up not.
To be fair, we should have.
I don't know if
Ripple was very
I don't
in
disagree,
the attack camp.
but like I like
Gabagulio was
the
on the fence, but other people were.
I had just freshly
You can't
died.
call Gabagulio on the fence after he Eldritch blasted him.
Yeah, the reason I
He's the
didn't
only
get,
one who landed damage.
He pulled back the second time.
I was fresh
You
off
had ability to go
respawn.
down.
Okay, like
It's true.
I just barely respawned. My countdown timer I just came back to life. I wasn't ready to go again.
In my defense, I, the player, know that we shouldn't have attacked him, but I don't believe that there was enough in-character evidence for our characters not to have pushed forward at least a little more.
That's why I waited,
And
though. I waited because I had
in the
just come back to
person's-
life, and I was like, I'll wait.
And because the person is not here who made the biggest argument against it, in his defense, he was thinking, I could see his character saying, we need to be stronger before we do this, but I really want to do this. Which is why it all made sense to me, the DM. Like, because Anam was the one pushing for not going for it more than anyone else. And as far as I could see in my mind, it was we need to be stronger. He's a little bit too powerful.
So, from Gabagulio's perspective, he was just like, I don't want to die
You
again.
just die.
I just want to wait for full
Sure.
commitment. I'm willing to do it, but not without full
we just
commitment.
we haven't had a training montage. We didn't say, yes, we need to go after
know
him,
what?
but first we need to get stronger.
We didn't chant
That's true.
family
We found
enough.
him and immediately went, boy, this
Family.
doesn't seem like
Family.
the move.
Family.
Family.
I feel like we made it into the Olympics. Like we signed up and then we discovered that nobody else registered for some obscure event.
Yeah.
So we by default made it, and we're in uniform. We're on the track. They're ready to fire the gun for whatever it is we're about to do, and that's where we went. I don't think I can do it.
Extreme basket weaving.
It would be like we all signed up for extreme basket weaving, and then like somebody wearing baskets of like the most intricate ever shit walks up as well and is like, "Oh hey, how's it going, y'all?" And
Yeah.
like,
He was like a last minute sign.
like,
sign.
yeah,
Like we
like
watched a
shakes,
YouTube video
shakes
of-
our hand and hands us like a meticulously little baby folded basket as like a fucking calling card.
And it's a grandma who's been
I
doing
feel
it
like
like
we're
her whole
young
life.
Link, and we found the pot man from Elden Ring.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, I don't know if I'm ready for this pot.
We all look at each other like, "You seeing this shit?"
I don't have the right glove. This is too scary, guys. I'm sorry. I'm out. And for that
So-
reason, I'm out.
So yeah, he pretty much said follow him in a very cryptic thing. You also asked him directly whether he knew you would be able to bring your mother back, and his answer was no, very soundly. That was
Yeah,
the
that also didn't
other
help
thing.
me not wanting to kill
Yeah,
him.
but Greaser also rolled an absolutely epic, I think, 6 on that insight check.
Yeah, so you didn't know, but it
Yeah,
did
you didn't
sound
know it.
right.
It
That-
sounded very like
mean-
no, he did not know.
That was around the time I shot him, so like I was on board at that point.
I was on board.
I was on board. I just wasn't convinced I had the crowd with me.
But then you went back down afterwards, and you were able to successfully get some of the skin of the Three Fingers, and beat the boss that was down here.
And like,
Only after a little bit of damage. Like you are.
can we talk about
You're
how much
hurt.
context matters? Last time we fought this thing was like the end of last session into the start of that session. When I died, I was incapable of taking any actions and just got flurried to death immediately.
So, like, to put it into context, you guys were positioned like this, not
We
knowing
got
what you were
coned.
about to face. There was one of you here, and there was a period of time when one of you was here.
Yep.
He
Yep.
was in the center, and he essentially just madnessed Gabagoolio and Ripple until they couldn't do anything.
I didn't get to take any. I did a witch bolt and it died like immediately, and then I died.
Yeah. And then the second
wasn't
time, you guys
immediate.
were much more spread out.
It was 30 seconds of combat.
It also
Yeah.
it didn't help that you didn't
Am I
really.
I'm the only. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. You got hit pretty bad, Ripple. I mean,
You
got hit
guys
bad.
weren't sure whether it was like when it was
We
going to
had-
reanimate the first time, or whether it was going to, or whether
Yeah.
I was just kind of screwing with you with the body or whatnot. Because you guys were in like very close, kind of awkward position around it when the combat started. The
We
second
also
time, you guys were like
absolutely
spread out, ready
decimated
to
the
go.
monks before this, so those could have been the bosses.
Could have been. You did destroy the monks. Got a little bit of damage from the monks before the first time around, but this time you just went straight to it. You killed the monks that don't fight back.
Yeah, that didn't make
And
me
yeah,
It was a very
What?
different feeling the first time versus the
No.
second time. Because the first time
Yeah.
we killed them so quickly that we didn't know they
It's
didn't
true.
fight back.
They can't be called the. They can't be called the monks who don't fight back.
yes, they can. Welcome, Frank.
No.
Cannon.
The annoying part is that the other 3 monks do fight back.
True.
There's 6
We
monks
were
and
just
3 of them
recapping,
fight.
Frank, so you haven't missed anything at all.
Oh, good. I'm almost ready.
That's fine.
Family.
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 Framboy.
I'm hurt.
But yeah, so here you are. You just killed them. You guys can do any form of. I mean, nothing bad seems to be
Ripple's
happening at the
more hurt.
moment. So take
You're
your
about to get
time.
healed with spells.
So before are we gonna take a short rest? Because I get spell slots back on those too.
I do too.
So like, it might be better to save your spell slots and do that.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because I'm out of spell slots right now, so I do need it as well.
Well, I can I'll use Channel Divinity on Ripple because I can get that back on a short rest.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What do you guys think? You guys cool with the short?
I mean, at bare
resting?
minimum, I would short rest.
Are we gonna do that in here after murdering these things? God.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's only like an
I
hour.
won't mess with you now.
We just gotta hide behind like this pillar for an hour.
Stack up.
So Ripple get 12 hit points back.
That's good.
Ooh.
That takes me from 1 to 13.
That's good.
All right, Kreezer is doing pretty good. So I think if we wanted to short rest, I would basically stay here for the short rest, looking up the ramp.
I trance, so I don't actually go to bed.
And I'm gonna take a short rest too.
I will take a short rest as
Let's
well.
slap that button.
Are we successful?
Slap that like, subscribe button.
Oh, I'm gonna roll some dice then.
That's
Yeah, you're able to do that. Damn.
Got my pack.
Sorry you
slots
rolled an
back.
8 on your heal when you only needed 3 HP.
Gotta make it count.
Oh, could you put the pearl? Could you put the pearl in my?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
inventory?
Yeah, I can.
I think I already used it,
You did
I
use
did-
it once.
but I don't have
You
any way of
definitely
tracking
did today. But I will make sure it is now in your inventory. Pearl of power. Pearl of power.
When does Gabagoolio outpace me on its use?
When
Once
I
he gets, because the
Fourth?
Pearl of Power, yeah, because the Pearl of Power is only 3rd and lower. Once he can get a 4th level spell slot, he can regain
Let's
the 4th
see.
level with the Pearl of Power.
Gotcha. Okay.
Until then, you guys are just even. Actually, yours is better because he always regains his spell slots on short rest.
yeah.
Let's learn how. There we go.
So when I get to level 8, or no, 7. When I get to level 7, I've outscaled you on that one item.
I don't remember if you guys looked for things in here.
We did. I rolled a very high investigation check.
Did you get anything?
You.
I believe you
thought-
said you would tell us next time.
That is
Perfect. Because literally what you're going to find in here is an old spell book that has
everything I've ever wanted.
Spider Climb, Haste, and Featherfall in it.
Ooh, those are all good
Those
utility spells.
Those are some good freebies. Nice.
I think I already have
Can you
Featherfall,
give
but
me
the other two are
good
great.
utility spells? And that's what I went for.
And I'm sorry, was that a
Oh
spell
man,
book or
haste
scrolls?
and enlarge are
Spell book.
concentration. aren't they?
It's a spell book, so he doesn't have
Yes,
to worry about
I
bringing.
can't haste and enlarge.
Correct.
For a
Back
moment,
to
I was
haste.
picturing a hasted enlarged anom, and I was
But
smiling.
what we could do is use my magic and our and our potion making ability to make enlarged potions.
You have to look into it.
Ooh.
Enlarged potions they tuned them down, but enlarged potions used to last 1d4 hours.
Oh my god.
Like is it a minute like the actual spell now?
I think it's 10 minutes now because it's a potion, not a. But it's I mean they're still ungodly expensive.
So like,
but,
if you want to look into making special potions too, you always it might take a couple of tries. There might be some recipes in town if you want to look for that. Like, because I know you could put a lot of different spells in potions, but you guys can research into that.
okay. Add a spell. You said spider climb?
Spider Climb and Haste.
And haste. Probably can't put haste in yet, but
Not yet,
Haste la
but you
vista.
will very
they will let me
shortly.
learn it. Oddly enough, now I know.
Oh,
I
that's
know why. Because I've already leveled myself up to 5 in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Because you're cheating, I get it.
It doesn't help me. You're not just gonna be like, random week where nothing's changed. Time to re-import all the players. Boy, I sure do love importing the magic list for no reason.
God. It's still broken. It makes me so sad. I thought it was fixed. It's not fixed. Okay.
Ooh, that's fun. Pearl of Power adding to my inventory is not useful because it doesn't track the use of it.
No, sadly it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So you guys short rested up, got yourself a little heal. Where would you like to go next? You are probably about 2-3 hours away from the Scarlet Rot Lakeshore where Ripple's thing is. You could also head back to town if you'd like. That's about 6 hours back. And then you are about
hours to my thing. Will that warrant a long rest right when we get near
that would put you at long rest. You'd be able to camp around near there if you'd like.
Are we good to do that? I know this has been traumatic.
Yeah. I thought that was
Is that also heading out toward the lion?
No, that's north with
The
Gabagulio's thing.
Okay.
What kind of risk do we have doing that? Are we gonna get hit by something big if we try to make long travel, or like?
No, I mean there is always a risk if you are doing long rest in not a town, but it's not like
we would have to long rest
crazy.
Coming back from my thing anyway, because if it's 2 hours east of us and it's 6 hours west to get to the village,
you have to push yourselves a lot to get back to a village.
Yeah,
Potentially risk some
16
exhaustion.
hours of round trip travel if we finished everything in the dungeon instantaneously.
Okay, so you ride the elevator back up, go back to the surface, and you strike out east across this kind of desolate forest that has been rotted away by the Scarlet Rot Lake. And in the distance, and after about 2 hours travel, you see what looks like an old altar on the shore of the lake with like a magic as the day is getting as the day is turning into night with like almost like a magic marble hue to it. And I'm gonna put you guys here real quick.
So
It's a black marble with what looks like
Okay.
lightning running up and down it, with an altar behind it of what looks like multiple. Let me see if I can.
Important clarifying question: is there a circle of stones around this, and is there lightning strikes hitting the circle?
No,
Okay,
you are not
good.
going to get struck by lightning. And the altar itself looks like multiple rings. It actually looks like 3 rings all intersecting each other with a line coming down. And then like for anyone who's played Elden Ring, it is the Elden Ring symbol, like on the cover, if you want to look it as well.
Ooh.
If anyone wants to look it up because you need a better reference, you can just type in Elden Ring. It's like the big ring thing that you see.
would it be fair to say
Who
that
is El Dan Ring?
this is old Dan's ring? Really?
Yes, the
Would it
ring
be
of old Dan.
Okay, so this kind of stand. Wait, is the water red?
The Scarlet Rot Lake, yes.
Oh wow. When did this?
It's got a real odor to it
So,
too. Go up to the shore and give it a whiff.
So like, when we're back here, I guess like slightly off the map, everything's fine, and then we get here, and it's just like a holy fuck.
You could see, so the Scarlet Rot Lake isn't new to you. You saw that from when you left the path under the mountain. It was always in the distance. This lake by reference takes roughly 3 days travel to get across. It is the largest feature in this zone.
I didn't realize it was blood red. Like actually.
It's scarlet. Technically, it's a little bit lighter, but there is no Scarlet Rot color in Dungeon Alchemist, so it's like a slightly light
Yeah.
red, and it bubbles. It's like semi-viscous
Mm-hmm.
as it bubbles. It just looking at it, you can just sense the disease coming off of it.
Hot.
I
Worry
don't like
about
it.
what I'm. Now that I can't see a even chaotic good, I can't see a good reason to fill a vial full of scarlet rot.
I feel like I would stop.
You don't know what it is. You haven't done a lot of research into Scarlet Rot, and it's not super well known what its effects are. So it's up to you.
I
Do
don't.
I have the tools to be able to grab a sample of scarlet rot without touching it in any way?
You have Mage Hand, right?
I do.
Do 2 of you have Mage Hand? Because that would be the way that would make it work. One would have to hold the vial, one would have
You
to
know,
pour.
I think I'm okay
Well,
with
no, that
doing
would-
it the mage hand way. That could be
I guess
okay.
one person could do it because you just take a vial and you dunk it.
Yeah.
So you can still do it with 2 if you'd like, but actually one person with Mage Hand could do it. I don't see an issue.
Yeah.
Why not? Mage Hand would pick up the vial,
So
dunk it.
I'm gonna do that.
The second
and then
hand
the-
would have to put the stopper on, though. That's how
Yes.
you would do that.
And then the second hand is also going to take a scrap rag and wipe the whole thing off and throw the rag in the lake.
Sure. The rag literally disintegrates as it slowly goes down. You see it just fall apart.
Well, I guess it'll be easy to know if we've contaminated anything.
Kreezor takes a couple steps back because he was debating drinking it.
Kreezor, you want to hold this vial?
Nope. Not
Good
anymore.
call. I wouldn't have let you do it anyway.
And this is the thing that you are getting the wood of to make a specific boat that is resistant to this, to cross
Oh,
this
I'm
lake.
aware, Dungeon Master,
Right.
but let me have my trick, bro.
I'm just trying to make sure we all understand this. So before you stand to that altar, you see what looks like a spectral scale on top of it as well. Like one of the
Dragon
Yeah,
scale
like-
or scales of justice?
no Scales of Justice. Actually, it looks just like a traditional Scales of Justice.
Sick.
What would you
Are
like?
we napping
to do?
first?
Do we need to take a long rest?
I don't. I'm full up. I'm only down like 3 health, and I've got full slots.
I'm sitting good.
I could be somewhat tactically ready. I was just asking to ask. Anywho, if not, I'm good.
What could possibly go wrong?
My slots
Well-
are low, but I think I'll be fine.
I was going to go Arcana check out the altar and stuff, but
I'll help you.
oh, I look between Anam and Krizar, and I look between them a bunch of times, and I look really stumped before settling on Anam. Check the area for traps.
Oh.
Will
You
do.
can do an investigation check. If you're not at your computer, I can roll it for you.
I am not at my computer.
I will roll it for you with guidance. Now, I just want to point out, I'm rolling this for you, but I also did kill someone, so...
Right, no, you're gonna somehow kill someone with this roll.
This trap is becoming
Investigation.
so deadly now.
Look, man, I was an hour
Plus
late and I
1d4.
died. That's all I'm saying. And
Ooh,
I was
okay.
only-
With the 17, you know that there were no traps.
I
It
was
does not
only
look
half
trapped
an
at
hour
all.
late.
Allegedly.
That's true. It's if you're an hour late, I have to kill your character. Half an hour, you can live with some minor injuries.
No.
so now
That's
I'm
how it
gonna.
Yeah,
just
you're
for the
just lost an
moral
arm. I'm
debate of
sorry.
it all. So,
God damn it.
so he's not at his computer, but he got to
Mhm.
live. Okay.
Yeah, only half an hour late.
But I'm in my apartment.
Look, if I had to kill
I
someone
was-
every one time they weren't at
I
the
was in
computer,
my
Ross would
house.
be dead so many times over.
I
It
was
wouldn't even
in
be
my
funny.
house. That's
Well, I'm on the Discord call and actively communicating back and forth.
fair. I mean, no.
Okay,
Just no.
there are no traps.
No.
All right, I'm gonna go do an Arcana investigation into the altar.
I'd like
Roll
to help
Arcana
you.
with advantage.
All right, let's
Bricks a
click on
minute.
my thing.
Ripple are going up to. I'm gonna do one from like here, sensing the magical energies. So it is a very magical altar indeed, and you can tell that as you go up and you do your Arcana check. All of the only big thing that kind of gets into your mind is the word balance, and you actually hear a word. You hear a voice in your mind as you approach, say, "What would you like?"
Oh boy. Let me open that Word document to see what we're here for again.
I believe it's a shard of a great ruin.
Oh, a shard of a great ruin.
Which, for context,
I was
you
gonna
would have
ask
read
for
when you
more
read
belly.
up and asked the weave that these were once like the source of power of very great warriors and
I'm
whatnot
looking
from
for a
long time
shard
ago.
of I'm looking for a shard of a great ruin so that I might help repair the weave.
So on the right scale, a shard of a great ruin, a little curved line falls, and the scale tips up. And a voice says, "Balance the scale, and you may receive what you wish."
I've read about this.
I
You need to
suppose
take
I
out your
can't
heart.
push down on it with Mage Hand, can I?
It does not move.
You need to rip out your heart and put it on the other scale.
Oh, to be funny or to be serious?
I don't
The
understand the
dilemma.
question.
We'll just kill the Chrono Wolf. Go ahead.
Are there any things here that are that could be used as an offering, or is it something?
This is a desolate place around you. There is nothing that looks like it could be used. It
So
seems
I
to be
have to-
asking for something from you that you think would balance.
I have already grabbed the spells out of that spell book, correct?
Sure.
I put the spell book with 3 spells on it. I am looking to try to repair the weave. It only makes sense that I offer up magic in return.
It does go down a little bit, but then the voice says, "But why are you doing this? Why do you want this?"
Why do I want this? I ponder. I suppose just to learn to see what will happen. All the land seems to be without attachment to the weave, and for whatever reason, I have this connection. So I'd like to see it repaired, but I suppose that means I should probably give up something actually important to me.
Kreezor backs away a few steps.
There's no, you can't hear it, but you feel whatever presence it is like agree. You feel a little more agreeance. Like something seems that it approves of that idea.
Not to
Now I gotta
confuse with
look through my
agreement.
shit to see what I actually like.
A grievance.
Um,
I did forget to say, like Gabagulio snapped out of it, but at the end of last session too, he was looking at the spot he died in, like he had mild PTSD, and then he snapped out of it.
Yeah, I posted a
that
really
was an
vivid
important thing.
picture of it.
Yeah, of the cat beam.
The cat
looking
going
over
I
through
do
the-
have some things
war.
that hold mechanical value, but not sentimental or physical value to me. But oddly enough, this I find both intellectually important, and I have a bit of a connection to it. I give him the werewolf book that I keep reading through, that I stole from the library that you don't have to return anything to, which I do actually like.
And at that, and also sensing that this has some importance to you, both that book and the werewolf book vanish, and the scales balance. The Great Ruin falls off onto the altar, which you can now grab if you would like.
I am going to Arcana check it before I pick it up.
Sure.
Guidance.
All right. Arcana with guidance. 1d4.
Should it be just 2? +4/+4? It doesn't matter.
I have expertise in it.
Ooh, that's fun. Wait,
Something I got as a wizard thing. I got to pick a thing I already
Nice.
had.
so you know that it's completely safe to pick up. Whatever power it used to hold, it has a fraction of it. But it is what you were looking for, and it will not harm anyone if picked up. It is near inert
I take
after
it.
the many years. All right. And you have it.
Can I repair the weave from here, or do I have to do that somewhere else?
You could do a little ritual. It'll take like 10 minutes. You can do like a ritual cast.
Yeah, I might as well
Roll
do it
your
from here.
Arcana.
This area seems to be significant in some way.
Sure. Does anyone else want to go and ask for something from the...
Do I get
Alter.
guidance again? Or is
Yes,
it just
yeah.
10?
No.
He can give
Oh,
you
wait,
guidance
you'll
on
still
that.
have guidance. It's for a minute, so.
Ooh, they changed it. It's not single use anymore.
Oh wait, maybe
I think it's single.
guidance. I'm
Well, just
thinking
take
of is
guidance. Yeah.
guidance.
Yeah. Until the
Hey,
spell
I keep
adds
going up.
any-
It's up to a minute,
Nice.
so you were good anyways.
I mean, how are you repairing the weave? Chaotically or lawfully?
Chaotically. I am chaos.
Okay. And for the people at home,
And I'm going
I'm
to learn
going
what
to
wild
quickly
magic does.
explain. So essentially, he put together some stuff, and you can heal the weave in 2 ways. One's lawful weave, which allows you to overcharge, which lets you cast a spell slot you don't have for in exchange of exhaustion. He went chaotic, which means you can roll on the wild magic table with advantage for every spell slot. And advantage works as you get to choose which one you would like. You roll on the wild magic table twice, and you choose whichever one you want more. And it's whenever you cast a level spell slot, because the weave, though repaired, is now in more of its sorceress, more chaotic state.
I'm going to learn what I just did.
But yes, you have that. Technically, if Brixton would like to as well, he could attempt to commune with his god wherever he would like. The same thing as a ritual cast.
I
That is
I was thinking I would do it closer to the city.
that's also fine.
You don't think your god would like the rotted blood lake?
Yeah, I'm going to
I
change
don't
it to a
think so
10
either.
minute. A 10 minute. It'd be a ritual. I know
I
I
do
think I
not
said an hour for both originally, but it's a 10-minute cast for both. Okay. But yeah, would anyone else like to approach the altar at all, or are you guys gonna long rest and not tempt fate?
Looks
I
creepy
wouldn't
as
tempt fate.
fuck.
Could Kreezor ask how to befriend the lion?
And it says, if it's knowledge you seek, and a tome on the lion drops onto one side, balance the scales.
Wait, the tome dropped off.
No, the
No.
tome dropped on one side of the scales of justice, weighing it down. The other side goes up, and the voice says in your head, balance the scales.
Freezer would fish through his backpack and pull out.
A sack of mayonnaise.
Oh, you want a sack of mayonnaise, do you? We haven't used the jug today, and I start pulling it out.
No more minutes.
Yeah, so much. There's not even like a bag of holding. You just have random containers
Yeah.
of
Containers
mayonnaise at this
filled with
point.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
You got to keep Kreezor happy somehow.
I just have a magical container that can spawn mayonnaise.
Yeah, but
Right, but
Kreezor,
if you're
for some
pouring
reason,
it out,
keeps
then it
in
has to go
sacks.
somewhere.
Yeah, into his sack. It's in his
Oh
character.
god. I'm just imagining a backpack full of mayonnaise and that's it.
You just put some beeswax coating on the
Everything I
inside.
have has mayonnaise on it. Kreezor like doesn't have a lot of stuff. I guess I would like take out a piece of paper and write knowledge and put it on the scale.
Nothing happened. The voice once again asks, why are you doing this? As far as what drives you? Not as far as the paper.
Why are you?
It doesn't get impatient. It asks essentially the same thing it asks to Ripple, like what makes you want
Curiosity.
to do this? And balance the scales. It seems to want something you're attached to. And you always can come back here too if you need to go and get something. I mean, as far as being attached to something, I don't think you'd go and get it, but
Kreezor would take like one of his little lucky trowels or something that he's like whittled recently, like a small wooden shovel, and put it up there.
it would go down a little bit and it would ask the question again, but why do you want to do this?
To see what happens, to learn, and because my brother did it.
You're not putting me on the goddamn scale.
You disappear.
You will get up on the scale if I want you to.
And Ripple's gone. It doesn't seem satisfied with the trowel and why you want the knowledge. Like, why are you even going after the dancing divine lion beast?
I was told about it, and it sounds super fanciful. Kreezor's just curious, man.
In one last attempt, it says, but why are you here doing this in the first place?
I'm gonna start ruffling through Kreezor's pack and seeing what's in it, what he's got.
Yeah, I hand my backpack to you while I start thinking about this. I'm here because of family, because our mom was attacked, because I'm trying to save everybody, because this is my family, and I want to protect them.
Family.
And if curiosity makes it easier to protect them, I'm going to protect them.
It does. It agree. So, like, it seems to a little bit of agreement pops up in your mind as well, but it wants something material based off of that. Something close to, in this case, family.
Family.
You don't have any pumpkins in here. Do you have anything that mom or dad made you?
No, I think the closest thing that I have that like is kind of cherished is like I have a drawing that I tried to do of you guys. I like pull that out.
I wouldn't ask you to give that up, but that sounds pretty good.
It's really just stick figures. I was practicing.
It's like it's a drawing you put on a fridge. It's a drawing that the child would do. She's
Yeah.
on the fridge. That's what I imagine.
Put the top of the
It's
fridge.
3.
I was gonna give it to Mom the day she got stabbed, but I didn't actually get to because we got so sidetracked, and then I forgot.
And now we're here.
Now you're here. Are
I-
you?
I'd reach up and place that on the scale and say I'd
Okay.
give this up if it would help protect her.
So the scales balance and that disappears, and you get a book.
Oh,
you like
man,
me to
all I got was a book.
The,
and I
the
handed
divine
it to
dancing
Ripple.
lion beasts and the history of their creation.
Ripple, I got a new bedtime story for you to read me.
Perfect. What conveniently, I believe we're going to long rest soon, so I will begin reading it to you.
Okay.
Come, brothers, huddle around the fire that Kreezor is going to make us as I read you a tale.
Anyone else want anything before we go? I just want to try and balance the scales.
Nah, shit's creepy.
How do I do making a fire?
You make an average fire.
Alright.
It's very dry wood. Like, it's very dead trees around here. There's not a lot of lush stuff. Okay. So if no one else
Brixham's all set.
is going to go try and balance the scales, you all
Guys, it wasn't hard at all.
will be able to take a long rest and level up.
Yay!
Yo.
Whoa.
Yay! We didn't even ask this time. That was the secret all along.
No, I think we should have asked
Uh,
more. I think
You
that's
really feel when I have to re-import everyone's spells and go
I
one
was
by
gonna
one
say
by
it's a
one.
reward for
Hey,
us and a punishment for you.
It happens. And you do end up back here
Family.
in the middle.
Family.
Family.
Oh, I need to hit this button. Now I can get you guys through the walls. In the family tavern.
The thing about it is, family.
Family.
Wait a minute. There's a nom. Three of you
The
stack
thing
on top
about
of
it
each
is,
other.
when you're here, you're family.
Oh.
Yes, I too work at an Applebee's.
Sorry, did you say we leveled?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
And he wasn't joking.
Not this
Go on.
time.
I have a question.
Mhm.
What if I... Or wait. What did that do?
How many prepared spells am I allowed to have at this level?
Just keep adding them till it stops.
It doesn't
No.
stop me, is the problem.
It doesn't.
I
No,
know,
because
that's
I
why
have
said it.
over on mine.
So the old Foundry would tell me how many I was supposed to have and stop me. But D&D Beyond does not.
I believe you get one more spell that you learn. You learn a spell every level, and then you can add more to your book as time goes on.
Yeah.
So that should be one more prepared spell. Remember how much you had before you started hitting the button.
But what about family?
Family.
Family. Yep, it's nine prepared spells. I have 9
There you go.
prepared spells. Technically a few more than that because there are a few that come with my level.
Yeah.
oh, that's weird.
What?
Psi bolstered knack, which is where I can add a roll to checks.
Yeah.
Now adds a D8 instead of a D6.
It goes up pretty quick. Yeah.
But I feel like that just like literally everything else, 100% of the things is a D6. And it just
Yeah.
is weird that they decided to put a D8 on that one check.
Oh, cool. I can change out spells now on short rests.
Sweet.
Well, just one.
All right,
That's
I'm
fine.
ready, Mike.
Okay.
Just before
Family.
the long rest. Oh, we're
Mhm.
here. But never mind. We're here, so it doesn't count.
I
I
don't
was
think I
gonna
can
before we reset the day, I was gonna enlarge Brixham. I might still. Why not? It's a tall day for Brixham.
I love this part. I just stomp around like I'm Godzilla. Still shorter than like everyone but Gabagulio.
Oh.
It's a very tall day for you.
Yeah.
It's like a baby giant.
It was a very
Wow.
complicated level up for me, but I did complete it.
While I'm doing this, you do all end up back here. Your curator is currently warming up some food by the hearth as you all show up and pop in. What is all your favorite dishes? Because that is exactly what is being made.
Dim sum.
Sure.
Fried pumpkin with cream cheese on the side. The inn is like a little bit too much.
Okay. Everyone else, what do
I'm
you
gonna sit at this table while I'm mowing down on dim sum. The key is to not fill up on rice and vegetables, but to swallow as many dumplings as you can between mouthfuls of tea.
It's just like a rice stir fry. No meat.
Sure.
I look over at
Spider
Brixham.
head sworn off Brixham.
I look at Brixham and come. Nobody has taught you to dim sum. Sit down over here. You're filling up on the wrong thing.
I'll go sit and get a dim sum lesson.
Mine is a whole chicken, roasted, fully encased in bricks, and you have to break the chicken out of the bricks to eat it.
Ooh, yeah, I've seen that.
Ooh.
The clay pot cooked chicken thing.
It's the idea, yeah.
Yeah.
That combined with
A brick.
wall chicken.
Because gasoline. Wall chicken exists in this
I
universe.
know.
Does Brixham
And
not eat
also
meat?
in my apartment.
Brixham's eating him.
No. Does he not eat meat? Because dim sum
Oh,
doesn't have
no.
to always be meat.
No, he does not. Not after the spider.
Gotcha. So I start handing with like, see, these ones are made out of a type of bean, but they taste like meat without the guilt. And this one's made out of mushroom.
Ooh, mushroom.
Start
But
But
giving
that one does have the guilt.
I start
It's just
giving
a
you
different
Buddha
guilt.
beef.
Imagine Frank is done because
I'm
the
done,
rogue has a big level.
And this is turnip cake.
How important do we think it is that one of us know remove curse?
I mean,
Well,
I feel like
if we
it's
still have that dagger.
I can learn it.
Well,
I
you
can
know
as
what
well.
though? So I have if I have identify and you have remove curse, we can up our sellability.
Yep.
In town.
Okay.
that's a
I
good
also
point. You can
get
offer to
spell
remove
magic.
curses from cursed items.
You know, Mother
can
and Father
identify
always
them to show
wished
their
you and I
curse.
went into business together. They said it all the time.
Okay.
Well,
I'll grab remove
I don't know about
curse.
that.
Then.
In a more serious note, if we do find enchanted items, I can identify them and you can get rid of the curse if they're bad, and then we can use them.
Okay. So I
But
did that.
I don't know how likely that is.
I mean,
Well,
you're about to go to
I was
Didn't we
more
already
thinking
find something that
Interesting.
was cursed.
Yeah, isn't the
yeah, a
ring
while
cursed?
back.
There was
Oh,
a guy
we
with a
destroyed it.
sword.
Oh, the
Oh,
thing
yeah, the
was Christian with a
cursed sword.
sword.
No, I thought there was something sooner.
I
You
thought
got
that
a
we,
you got I think a rapier of vengeance
There we go.
that you identify, which is cursed.
do we have it, or was that one that guy
That
had
was
in the first
The
settlement?
Yigano. No. The first settlement was the sword of you can't gain wealth.
Ah,
Sort of lost gain.
but we have a rapier of Yigano on us.
It's vengeance. Like it's rapier of vengeance. It's a legit item.
The other thing I got is
Can we remove the curse part of that and still have a dope rapier?
It would be. I don't remember if it's +1. I'll have to look that up real quick when I'm done with import. Because if
Hey,
you
Reed.
remove the curse from a rapier of vengeance, it would just be a regular rapier.
I can also get remove curse anytime we
It
low
does
on
say
rest.
curse, yeah.
Oh wait, so yeah, I shouldn't take it then, because you can just prepare it.
Yeah.
I have to learn it.
Yeah, don't learn it.
Okay.
I don't have it prepared right now, but if we
No,
want
that
to,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
just let me know and I can make sure to put it on.
It says that when you banish it, it becomes a +1 rapier, which is also the only bonus. Yeah, that's also the only bonus that the rapier of vengeance has. Is it's a +1 weapon.
But then you remove the curse and it isn't cursed anymore. And it doesn't make you. It's not a bad thing. Gotcha.
No,
You
it's a
said
great
just
thing.
make it a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you just make it a regular +1 rapier.
So once you are all seated with your favorite meals, Capiculi, did you tell me what your favorite meal is? What's your favorite meal?
His favorite meal is a greasy cheeseburger with like thick cut pub fries.
Oh, there you go. You got it. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Creasor, sit down over here. One of these dumplings has pumpkin inside of it.
Oh hell yeah! I would full on elbow brick something to the side to get into there.
I whisper to Brixham, it's technically squash, but I don't think he knows the difference.
100%.
Mouthful of dumpling. Oh, mouthful.
Okay, I'm okay to be imported. I took Vampiric Touch instead. Which,
Classic.
Yeah. I regain 3d6 or half the amount of 3d6 if I
Our
hit
brother's become a vampire. Family,
Yeah.
flee!
And on top of that, the Eldritch Invocations that I took, one of them was Devil's Sight, which makes it so I can now see in dim light and darkness, both magical and non-magical, for 120 feet just normally. So like nothing looks weird for
good.
me. And I got one with the shadows, which while I'm in an area of dim light or darkness, I can cast invisibility on myself without expending a spell slot. So
Ooh.
I can now
Oh, that's cool.
become invisible, and I can see normally in actual darkness.
That's kind of like my my invisibility.
I saw you do it once, and I was like, I'm gonna do that.
You know, not the same way, but I appreciate your effort. Game see game.
Yeah. Well, now it does.
Speak within. Invisibility.
If I hasted myself and bonus action casted Expeditious Retreat, I would be the fastest fireball on the west.
Oh, how did I get Hunger of Hadar? Did I just level into that?
You picked it in D&D Beyond. I see. Great old. Oh yeah, great old one spells. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't pick it, but it is there on my character sheet. So I guess I just leveled into it.
Rebuke. Yeah. Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
And two. Okay. And as the curator is putting all of the
Oh my god, Witch Bolt's
food down, you're
4d12.
eating it, they would ask, so how's everything going? It's been a little while.
Going
What's
well.
everybody
Come
up
sit.
to?
I have so much dim sum, which you obviously know because you've made it.
Sure. I do make a mean dim sum.
Here, have a
He
Szechuan
sits
noodle.
down, eats eats it. But yeah, how's everything been? How's everyone going?
We killed an
Interesting.
elder god.
It's going well, yet one of us died. It's hard to explain.
That doesn't
He
sound
got
like it's
back.
going well at all.
Well, he got
No,
better.
he's fine.
I
We
feel
had to fight
stronger
the
than I
time
did
wolf
before I
again.
died.
Have you ever fought a time wolf? I've fought him twice,
No.
or no
I
times,
have
depending
not.
on how time works.
What is a time wolf?
Exactly.
It's called
Well,
the
it's
Chrono
technically
Wolf.
a chrono wolf, and I go into detail on what I know about a chrono wolf.
Sure. You can see him like conjure up a book on it, and just start perusing it extremely quickly, and then be like, "Oh, that," and then the book disappears.
I'll minor
and-
illusion what it looks like.
Could I
on the
read that
table.
book? You seem to have something on it.
I am the only one that can read the books that I conjure. Sadly,
Could you read it out loud?
it has to do with this space. No, I can't break the rules of this space.
Well, that seems convenient for you and the rules of this space.
I mean, this space has created me. And as far as I've been able to figure out, I should be dead.
Touche,
But I'm here.
salesman. Touche.
I should
Well-
also be dead by that logic.
Well,
I am
By what?
preparing Scorching Ray. Oh, it's always prepared. Curses me.
it's always prepared. You while you were gone, another shadow appeared in the distance. If you would like to face that as well, you are always more than welcome to. As far as what I've learned, I know that I don't really know anything about the outside.
Oh.
I know I had a memory of being part of a group of people that defeated a powerful being. That doesn't help much. It seems kind of generic.
Huh.
Have you made any headway on finding items that could help with memories?
I don't remember.
No.
That's fine. That's understandable. That's okay.
I, the player, forgot.
Like I said, I
Well
don't
done.
remember.
Neither do I.
Are
Okay.
there any more challenges in the mist?
Yeah, that's the shadow I was talking about. Just barely talked about.
Does he look like he would be our level appropriate?
The Challenger in the Mist?
Yeah.
You can never really tell unless you just go for it.
I just more
In the
He
mean,
wants to TP chaos.
Mike.
in the
I'm more
mist,
mean.
you
I'm more
s-
mean. I don't know that we. I'm not saying that we even have a fair chance of winning, but is it like we go out there and fight like a level 14 monster, or is it we're going out there and fighting like a level 9 monster?
I mean, Ross, at this point, I don't know. You killed Godric probably before you should have. So I feel like you definitely have a chance with almost anything at this point.
Huh.
So here's, do you want to hear my out of player argument, or out of character argument for fighting it?
Bring on Radon.
He's got no fucking
he's
clue
not
it's
ready.
gonna kill us, and if we don't do the practice, we might actually TPK.
In the distance, you see a stairway that leads up to an icy throne with a armor-clad being sitting in front of it with a gigantic sword.
I can't tell if we're gonna stay on the Elden Ring theme with that, or if the next area, that's their theme.
These shadow figures are not based off of the theme of the next area you're going. They're just...
Bosses you fight.
I mean, they're not random. They're bosses that I can... Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're kind of random. I picked from a list.
Gotcha. It was just convenient that the first one was Godric, and then we
Yeah,
went.
no, it worked out really well.
Let's
But
do
yeah,
it.
it's up to you. You can do that, or you can go.
I vote for YOLO.
I'm going to add a character, ask Keegan and Rufus if they. Do you guys want to do your quest, or do you want to do? Because that guy will be there forever, but your guys' stuff is next.
I'm good with whatever, because mine we can't do all in one sitting. Like, we're not going to finish mine. We're going to progress mine.
That's a good point.
Or do you want to go track down the lion?
I mostly just want to track down the lion because I want to find out if Mike actually had any of it fleshed out.
This is
Or
my
how much he's-
opportunity to weigh in.
Or how much he's gonna make up on the fly, and how impressive he's gonna do at doing that.
See, the thing is, if I do my job right, you'll never know.
I know, that's the cool part.
Fair. If Keegan wants to do his lion thing, we can. My vote then is to wait on the boss guy because he'll be here.
You will. You don't know the next time you'll come back here, because it seems pretty random, but he will always be there. You could level up before you even try him the first time. That's fine. You can do whatever you like. You can go be pirates in the
what?
Scarlet Rot Lake.
You know what? Here's my argument. If we fight that thing, we're not going to feel really strong, because it's probably too much for us to handle right now. But if we go fight whatever the next combat is, we're going to feel really strong, because I bet that's like a level 5/level 6 combat, so we should stomp it. So we'll feel good on the inside, because we'll actually curb stomp the next fight. But if we do that guy in the distance, we're going to feel bad.
Is there any reason to not fight him?
We'll feel bad.
It's
No.
out of the only thing. The only thing that Ross is
Only an
saying
out
out
of
of character is, do you want to do the lion thing first? You just don't know the next time
there's
you
no
be back
in-character
here. That's
reason
it.
why we shouldn't just go fight the guy because it costs
Right,
us
because you
nothing.
can't technically die. Yeah.
It was more of it's like we've already done my quest and we've done Brixham's quest. Do you want to delay, potentially start like finishing your quests tonight to do a boss battle?
You wouldn't finish anything tonight, I don't think.
Yeah.
You could start.
Sounds like you're unwilling.
You might. I mean, who knows?
Sounds like
Maybe
he's
you can.
underprepared, huh?
Huh?
That's not true. Usually he will tell us if he's not prepared.
Yeah, I think I've stopped the session before because you guys
You
went
stopped it
in
early
another
where you were
direction.
like you weren't
Yeah.
you were like, yeah, you could have gone either way. I had to half prepare for both.
Right. I just need to know whether I need to hit this activate map button or not. What's the group decision?
My vote is for whatever Keegan votes for.
Keegan decides.
Oh,
Damn, that's a lot of power.
wow.
I'm on board.
Razor, flip the crayon. What'll it be?
It's up to you.
Don't choose wrong.
This is the one
With great
time we're gonna
power.
let you
I
pick.
guess technically both of them will always be. Well, they won't always be there, but
Yeah. With great power comes a dead Uncle Ben.
Grizor wants to go befriend a lion.
okay. He rolled a d2. So, how are
He
you
also
making your
crit.
way there? Are you cutting across? That would be one more night. Either you can spend a night in an inn, or you can essentially have to do like a 1 day back and then 1 day, a 2-day journey, or you can do a 1-day journey if you just cut across to the north. But
Cut
you also be
across.
camping out in the middle of the forest or the desolate.
Yeah, we don't have a Chrono Wolf chasing our asses down, so
Correct, because currently you can either summon him or every day. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm cool with camping.
I'm cool
Okie
with
dokie.
taking the
Grizz-
shortcut. I will say
Grizor
though,
was
we're
never
back
bad.
here. If we're back here on our next rest, we're fighting the beast.
You do not. So you were able to make the trek. You were probably about 4 or 5 hours, not even away from the beast when you have to set down one more night. In the forest, I need to know who's staying. Like, or are you guys doing watch? What's the plan?
So
What's the sleep rotation? What are we
I
doing?
don't sleep. I only trance for 4 hours, so I can watch
Okay.
pretty much the whole time if we want to.
Brixton would take a shift.
I'll take a shift if I need to, but if I don't.
I'm going to instead. Oh nope, that's the wrong scene, guys. That's the wrong scene.
Am I able
You're not
to,
under the mountain.
Are we able to click the long rest boot?
I thought we told you already, kid. Bam.
So you're able to. Well, yep. There's no reason. Well, hold. It doesn't really matter because you've already had a long rest. So as far as hitting the long rest button, you had it back in the other place. But what are you guys doing for watch? That wasn't. I know that Brixton said he'd take a watch. Ripple said he could just take a watch for whenever, for the whole time if he has to, because of trans.
Grazor would volunteer to go first. He's a little too hyped. And this way, Ripple can start reading that book.
Yeah, I'll read it to him. Could somebody apply mage armor to me?
I can hit the button. Boop.
Thanks.
It puts the mage honor on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
It's a free
Yeah,
free cast.
Yeah. So that's your position. Or sorry, that's where you are. You can position yourself wherever you would sleep. And then we'll go through one by one for watch.
I'm sitting cross-legged, reading out of the book to Grazor first, and then whatever time it's appropriate, I slip into my 4-hour trance.
Sure.
I'd like to believe that he does that just mid-book.
Just slips on.
Just.
So
I don't
we
sleep.
have Grazor is starting because Grazor is too excited, so he'll be on watch for first watch. Brixham said he'd take a watch. I imagine that'll be second watch.
Mhm.
And then you have Ripple said he can take whatever else is necessary, or if Anam and Gabgoolia want to.
I can take a watch.
Ripple will then take the last watch, I guess. If Anam's taking third. And then Gabagoolia is just going to sleep.
Yeah, he is.
He's the Gabaist, he's the Ghouliest.
I mean,
Okay.
well, you can transfer as long as you want.
So, you all get meteored. No.
Wow. Guess there was nothing we
No,
could have
so
done.
you-
You should have slept.
So, first watch goes by. Nothing happens. Second watch goes by. Nothing happens. Third watch goes by. Nothing happens. Fourth watch. Ripple, I need you to make a perception check.
This is where the interesting things happen.
Everything goes by.
Oh, that's persuasion. The other P word.
Made it just out of my 19 passive perception.
Okie doke. That's a 27. That's
a
great.
crit.
I have really high wisdom.
Damn.
So, while you guys are all chilling out there,
Ripple is a really good character role for stats.
he is. What we're going to do is, Ripple, you're going to come with me to another channel, and we'll quickly decide something, and then we'll be right back.
It's gonna involve what color pants is Ripple wearing?
None. It's an easy one. I knew this.
Let's hope he was sitting on brown grass.
Welcome back.
They didn't come back.
Oh.
Yeah,
They left.
they went to a private channel to
Fair.
talk it out.
I was just scrubbing down my spare AC unit with some alcohol and cleaning it all out. Because I think my friend is gonna borrow it. Because they are an incredibly intelligent person, and last week saw that there was a recall on the Medea units, immediately cut the cord on theirs and filed for the recall, not realizing it will take them 2 months to get that money. And there are no AC units for sale anywhere. Oh no.
Well, that's silly.
I see templates being dropped. Oh, I was doing hour hand.
I was just making circles.
We're already sleeping, Ripple.
Not the double sleep.
Womp womp.
We call that a coma.
So you, I'm gonna say mostly Krizor and Anam because they're probably the two that have the most like awareness while asleep. Would hear Ripple cast a spell over there, or in a direction towards the trees, and you wouldn't see anything happen, but you guys would wake up to that.
I would like double roll over here. Like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
Ripple?
leaving me for the front row, eh? Oh, your big brother.
It's my
will
instinct
protect
to shove you in front. What's going on?
you. Oh, there's a
Rep.
strange. Something strange is going on in that corner, and I just attempted to put something to sleep if it was there.
I'm
Usually,
going to go search to see.
I go
if
point.
anything-
I lean over to
Don't know what
Kreesor,
it
and I'm
was.
like, no, I lean over to. Is it still doing the thing you told me?
It is not.
There was no noise coming from this region, and I don't mean. And I don't mean the normal like everybody's sleeping and it's quiet. I mean literally no noise came from the rustling trees. So I cast sleep in the region.
All right, well,
But
I'm gonna go check it out. And
I don't seem to have knocked. I don't think I knocked anything out. Do I know if I knock things out?
I mean, it
I
could
would-
move. Essentially, if something fell asleep, you might have hurt now because you weren't hearing
Well,
anything.
like
No,
like if I cast,
you
a
wouldn't be able to
fireball in there,
tell.
would I feel if I had hit something.
Your magic doesn't like bounce back. Oh, also, roll 2d100 for me.
I would carapace up and stealth and start making my way into those bushes.
Okay.
But I'll let you figure
Ripple,
out
roll
if Ripple
2d100.
kills us all.
We have a 9 and a 30, so you can choose between magic missile at 5th level. It has to be a target that you see,
Please don't.
or you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
Boy, this is going to be fun. And I can't. Can I see?
Correct. You
beyond the
see
trees?
nothing. You see no target other. The only target you have is your family.
No. I'm not.
Oh,
magic
you.
missiling. I'm thinking of of teleporting right to here.
You could potentially see. You can see a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely see through them.
As I'm just here
Sure.
all of a sudden.
Sure.
Where are you, you son of a bitch?
Good lord.
No response.
So I'd make
Can I
my
do a
way up and
perception
through.
check to see if I can. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do?
Sure. What?
Change of plans. I can perfectly see in there, right? I mean, it's not just that the brush is high. I don't think. Oh,
Correct.
he's still snoozing. I am going.
Only Kreesor and
to...
Anam
Anyone
woke
can
up.
wake
Hey, you two,
You guys
wake up! Wake up!
The two of you wake up now.
I am going to cast a second level spell on myself. I'm going to see invisibility.
Oh, sure.
What's going on, Anon?
You cast
I don't
see
know.
invisibility, and you see nothing.
What's happening?
Strange.
I walk
Ripple's having
forward.
nightmares in the
Do I have
woods.
to roll 2d100 again?
Does
Yes.
108.
94 and a 14. So so either you're going to cast confusion centered on yourself, or your
Uh-oh.
size increases by 1 size category for the next minute.
I'll be enlarged. This would be funny. Because if I cast confusion isn't centered on myself, it's gonna
Correct,
get
that would hit
Greedor and
anyone.
Gabagoolio.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be big for no
Oh,
reason.
that's-
Also,
well,
right
that's
before you
wrong.
get big, I'm leaning in to whisper into your ear, so it's
There we
like
go.
you're like purposefully going away
know.
from me. A little more than a whisper now because you're so much taller than me. Saying
This is much better on when you have advantage on the random table.
Yeah, I wanted it to be both positive effects that you could possibly have.
It is
so-
chaotic. It is
So-
chaotic and positive. Yes.
Ripple, what's going
as
on?
Greaser is poking around in here, is he finding anything like disturbed? Any animals?
You can do a
asleep?
perception,
Like-
or you can do a survival or perception check.
With the options.
You do not notice anything tracks leading to or out of that area.
Are there even just like bugs or like? Is there even life in here?
Not really. No.
Is there? Do I notice any? Now that I know what to look for, are there any other regions other than this that the lack of noise has moved to?
You look out and you do not see any other lack of noise. Anything that is, just not producing any noise at all. No other regions.
All right.
I'd walk out. I'd be like, I don't know. Maybe Ripple did something and he's pranking us.
No, but
He's
I don't-
huge.
it doesn't appear to be here. It
Yeah,
doesn't
look at
appear to be here anymore.
And a
This
minute
is
passes and you are back to your
Clearly
normal height.
pranking us.
All right, well, listen, Jumpy McGee, calm down and go back to sleep.
Itchy trigger finger.
I was
much?
watching. I wasn't sleeping.
Oh, right.
But something in there is. Ba-dum, tss.
Well, then go back to watching, I guess.
Well, I guess I'm up
So
now.
it is near the morning. Ripple already took his long rest because of the 4-hour thing, but you don't get the spell slots back that you cast just now.
No, I assumed I did. Well,
Yeah.
the sleep
and-
one wasn't on a spell slot. The
That's right. That was an innate, right?
the daily innate. Yeah.
The everyone else can finish their long rest and keep the long rest because no one got into combat or did anything really strenuous. So you're good.
The see invisibility I thought was prudent, and I'm just going to
You'd think
burn
so.
the pearl because it's a once a day.
Sure.
That's what she said.
Okay.
He's got a
So-
spare.
It's true. You are able to, in the next morning, a couple more hours travel, you find yourself looking out. So from the book, you were able to tell that this divine lion beast used to have people that worshipped it. The dance that it does was some form of thing from the gods. People used to wear helmets that were similar to it and do a dance similar to that. It used to be a very godly being. And you would get the idea that potentially to calm it down, if it were to get angry, or to potentially even try to befriend it to start, you would have to do said dance you'd have to recreate what its people used to do.
Are there drawings of that dance in the book? And can Ripple
There are.
demonstrate it well enough to me that I could do it properly?
You'd still have to make a performance check,
Yeah, all right, cool.
but you know about it now. As before, where you'd be
Who
just
has a
kind of
good
flying
performance
blind.
check?
I got a +4.
Razor definitely has this.
I have a +2.
Me with help and guidance.
You're
with my
not
-2.
there yet. So in front of you, and what looks like it almost kind of comes out of nowhere around you, even, you see a decrepit outcropping of a long lost city. All around you, ruins of this grand area, mostly stone and rubble, with a few markings on what was once there. Somewhere in the corner of your eye, you see a theater with what looks like what you're looking for. As your eye darts to it, it disappears.
Ooh. Is it like one of those like we have to like kind of look at it out of the corner of our eye? Like Krizar turns to like look 90 degrees away. Can I see it now?
No, but you can make a survival check to see if you can get yourself in the correct direction.
Guidance.
All right, Krizar's gonna be slowly spinning around, pointing, while Brixham slaps him on the shoulder and says, "Good luck, buddy." That's a 1d4, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay.
That guidance
So-
just really helped.
Knew you could do it, brother.
As you're looking around, you all start to move. I imagine everyone's following Kreese Orson's thing. He seems to have the most knowledge of what's supposed to be happening. And you're able to move in what seems like the right direction. And you look down, you see what looks like a third of a symbol on the ground in front of you that seems to be pointing the way that you're supposed to go.
Do I
And-
know what the symbol says?
The symbol is, it's not, it is a religious symbol. It's hard to make out with one piece what it would end up being, but you have a good idea just from the book that it is the symbol. It seems to be potentially part of a symbol for the beast.
It's a humanoid lion man hip thrusting. Got it.
It's only most like to be a third of it.
Just the legs down.
Just
okay.
as you and as you once again you catch the theater in your eye and it goes away, and you need to make another survival check for me to try and track your way through these
Do it,
ruins.
guidance.
I heard the guidance. We're gonna 1d4 that survival, baby. Ooh, guys, we're getting close.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, essentially the same thing. You feel a little more confident this time. It looks like it was going to be a more difficult thing to track as it moves around, almost more erratically as you get closely. But you are able to, with guidance and with just your natural survival tracking abilities, find once again the correct way and pick up another third of this piece. And I think everyone knows where this is headed.
Everyone in the party is astounded at this point.
You need to make one more survival check to see if you can find the last piece and wherever this theater is, where this beast sits.
All right, don't fail me now.
Nope.
Oh, baby.
Now.
Consistent. Let's go. Okay.
Better hope I
So-
roll this good for the group survival check
We're having a good
or the group
time.
performance check.
You are able to make your way to the third piece, and as you pick it up and it forms into what looks like a symbol of almost it almost looks like one of the dragons at the Chinese New Year, how there's a lot of different feet and whatnot of a costume almost, except in a form of a beast with a large kind of mangled helm on it. And you look forward as you look. So you look down, you put the symbol together, and as you look up, the theater is in the distance. You can very easily make your way to it now. It seems to be no longer evading your perception, your vision.
Amazing. I go skipping along the street. Guys, let's meet the Lion Man.
Why are we excited?
It's a dancing lion, Gabagoolio.
Seems pretty interesting to me. I've never seen.
Have you ever heard of something so fanciful?
Okay. So, you enter the theater, and in front of you, this looks to be a dormant, essentially exactly what the symbol is. It is the Chinese New Year dragon with the helm. Let me pull up a picture. It has a bunch of thorns kind of coming off of its head. Its two eyes, as you get closer, also do glow white, and it seems to animate slowly. The jaw itself is very large. It is rather long, similar to the dragon. And it has a bunch of tattered cloth kind of hanging over it, and some mild armor around where you'd imagine its shoulders would be. And it slowly moves, and it looks at the five of you. What would you like to do? It is right here. This is where people realize. This is where I realize the only picture I have for it is threatening.
I
so I don't
do
want to
the
scare
wave.
people.
I do the wave with my arm, starting from the direction that Kreezor isn't, rolling over my shoulders and my head. And when I get to my right arm, I tag Kreezor's arm so that he can start his dancing performance, giving him advantage on his performance roll.
No.
How else do you help somebody do a
That's
roll?
not part. Well, it's not part of the correct dance. So if
Kreezor starts
he doesn't do anything. It seems to look at Kreezor being the one that found it and that had the three pieces put together.
I use what I know in the book to correctly hype him up to give him assistance in getting ready for the performance.
Hi, Mr. Lion Man. I wanted to come here and meet you, and I know that you like dancing.
I like dancing too.
Would it please you to dance with me?
It cocks its head to the side a little bit. Just kind of looks at you.
I would like line up to the first kind of step of the dance.
Sure.
Is it
if you're
like move at all or look upset or anything, or
it doesn't look upset. No, I mean it looks intrigued now because you're lining up to the
right.
very first. So you're gonna.
Right. Let's go for the money. I wink back at the crew.
Don't stay up too late, big guy.
So we're gonna do a performance check.
I'm really good at those.
Wait. You got this. And I give him a high five and guidance, and then I go back.
You got guidance.
It's really the high
Performance
five.
check with the D4. You could just blow it out of the water. You're even rolling hot. Okay. What's performance is also a -2, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
Right.
my performance is not.
You feel like you're doing a really cool thing. You are really into this. You are doing the right moves. It looks impressed. And then you step out of line near the very end. You feel like you're almost there. And if you were able to try it again, you might even be able to get it right. But the step out of line seems to confuse it. It seems to no longer be as convinced that you are one of its worshippers. And we are going to roll initiative as it gets angry and the storm starts to brew around it.
Whoa.
Now, it is angry, but it's not uncalmable.
Yeah, maybe if we put a towel over its eyes, it'll just kind of calm down.
Keegan, how can you do this?
I'm sorry.
And roll initiative. Ripple.
Are we fighting a lion?
You seem to be.
You also read the book. You could help me.
Do I know what to
You
do?
could try and do
next?
some steps to calming down. I mean, it essentially seems to be angry. It seems to not think that you're one of its worshippers at the moment, and it's angry. It looks at you as if you were an intruder. There are steps to calm it down if possible.
I did read him the book. Do I know what to do?
Yeah, you would know. You would be able to.
Do I
You know
have
that
to roll
once it gets angry, it takes a couple checks, but you can calm it down. Yes, you can roll performance. Yes.
Oh boy!
And we are an
I want you to
initiative,
know,
so-
Keegan, I'm doing this specifically for you because what I, the player, want to do.
I will say before you
It's
do
past
this
my
that
first fireball.
unsuccessful checks would make it angrier. So you use that knowledge.
God, I do not have a high performance roll, but I don't think I have a better performance roll than I guess you do.
I mean, it doesn't take much to get better than
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am going to attempt a performance roll.
I can follow it up. Like this is great. We're gonna tag team this. It's gonna get so calm.
You have one success. It seems to calm down a little bit.
Am I in a different spot because of the performance?
No, that wouldn't move you. You'd have to actually
Okay.
use your movement.
No, I
Use
don't
your
want
movement.
to get closer to the lion. I'm just
Okay.
confirming that.
Sure.
Unfortunately, your performance did not move anything. Or anyone.
Um,
So, if you're gonna stay there,
I
As it
assume
gets
doing
angry-
any other action is going to get angry and see that I'm just not part of the performance. Like,
as
my
it
bonus action
does
cast-
calm down a little bit, but the residual of its anger starts to kind of change it in the arena, and lightning starts to come down and just start to strike in what seems like random places until it coalesces.
pathetic.
Just I don't see what's possible.
Would moving anger it?
Oh Jesus Christ! It's the entire arena.
So that doesn't matter.
Holy Jesus
Fun.
fuck.
So I need everyone to make. Yes, which is point you can see under the. Okay, so it's actually just going to be the four of you back there, as a lightning bolt down right in between the four of you. I need the four of you in the back to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex throw?
Yes.
Guild master. It doesn't matter.
I really
does not
need to
matter.
get better at those.
I
I
thought
like
I,
how I
I thought I hit a 5 at first. Like that. Wait, that's not possible.
Double checking lucky. Yeah, it's a test, so I can lucky here and use advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the only one that takes full damage is Brixton. So we have. Where did that roll? God, I hate this system so much sometimes. It was 13. Okay. Brixton takes 13 lightning damage.
And it's fire
and it's
lightning,
6
right?
to everyone else. It is not fire lightning, but 6 to everyone else.
is that
And it's not you, Creaser. You were. The lightning came down in the back. It went into the back.
I like how I dance like poop and he decides to lightning ripple.
Creasor, it's your turn. It does look slightly less aggressive after Ripple's success. As a
I
reminder, of course, a failure would seem to kind of pull it the other direction.
would apologize profusely for my misstep because I know how important this is to him, and I would beg that he allow me to continue dancing. And I'm totally gonna get it right this time. Do I still have guidance because that was under a minute, or is it one use?
It's one.
Well, I would have to roll
Is-
concentration.
Is guidance one use? Or is it multi? You touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using the chosen skill. Oh! And it's. So we have to remember guidance now you need to say whatever the skill is as well.
Oh, okay.
So it would be performance, which
Okay.
is fine in this case.
Yep.
And yeah, you have to roll so do a constitution save real quick because you currently have guidance up.
So instead of saying, could I get guidance, I have to say, could I get guidance for this performance
Okay,
check?
so you're fine. And yes,
Yeah,
you still
guidance
have
became
yes,
Quite
correct.
a bit worse.
I mean, to be fair, it was super
It was super OP.
super OP.
before.
I don't think a D4 is it.
But I mean, it's still Frank.
All right.
Guidance has done many things. Performance check with 1d4.
Pray with me, friends.
Oh, when you get it, it's only for the Wow.
The it seems to get angrier as you once again fail to do a check, and you could,
Oh,
as a reaction to that failure, it actually is able to step up and make a bite against you.
I don't think that we're going to be doing this the fun way.
That's a 19.
Depends on what you consider to be the fun way.
I'm gonna tell you that one might hit.
For 7 damage, but you are grappled as it grabs you with its jaw and it pulls you up into the air and actually tosses you slightly. That actually should be, wait a minute, that should be another d6. Add 1 to that damage. I don't know why it's only rolling as 1d6. But you are fully grappled by it. Not
Wait,
restrained,
did you-
just grappled.
Did you also damage me? Because now I'm down a lot.
Yeah, so I damage you 7, and then you have to add 1 to the damage, and that's it.
I already took
You
the
you did the
7.
full 8. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I looked at back then. I was like, wait a second, how am I at 30? All right,
Okay,
we're good.
And then it is Gabagulio's turn.
Can I bonus action Hunter's Mark this?
Yeah, sure. It technically was it was on your turn to use it as a reaction to bite you.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter's Mark.
Thank you. Gabaguli, what would you like to do? Some people have tried to dance. Some people, at this point, I'd say everyone would know the ability to dance if you would like to try to calm it down, or you can just go ham. Or you can do anything in between if you have any spells that you think could potentially just calm it down in general or help.
What
Gonna
if
hit
the
it with a
majority of us
charm
are very
person.
bad with charisma checks?
Well, then it's going to be a rough one.
Can I charm person it?
It is not a person.
It is
Not
not a
charm person
person.
doesn't work in combat, does it?
It does with disadvantage.
And the way charm person reads, it has to be a humanoid. It can't be, because dominate monster or dominate beast is a different thing altogether.
And it says beast right in the name.
Yeah.
Okay then.
You are the only one that has an okay performance.
This is true. I'll try once.
Sing the song of your
Sure.
people.
I'm gonna lucky.
Sure. Give yourself advantage. Add a success. It does. And on that success, it does get a little bit calmer, and it actually drops Kreezor out of its mouth. You're no longer grappled, but you are prone on the ground as you fall.
Can I at least make it look like a graceful landing, like part of the dance?
No.
No, like
You cannot. Not with the
just
3
got
of the
spat at by
performance.
a cat.
Anam, roll dexterity with me. Dexterity check. Just a flat dex check. It's an 18. That's an 8. Okay,
All
it's
you.
going to go first, and it is going to...
And it is fully docile. It's crazy.
It's a little bit less docile.
Wait,
it is
less
going
docile?
to... Sorry, it's a little more docile. Sorry. Is going to use a bonus action to take the disengage action, and it's going to go up to... Well, actually, no. No, it is not. It is
You're damn
going
right
to
it's not.
use its action to call on another
Heal
bolt of
Ripple.
lightning. No, call another bolt of lightning in the group of people out back. That's all it's going to do.
It's not gonna hit
By
Kreezor,
dexterity
who was
saving
so
throw
offensive to it.
through. I mean, it's smart enough to know what would make the most sense.
Oh, man.
So that's a fail from Brixham. Everyone else in the back make a dexterity save. Okay. So Brixham and Ripple will take full damage. Gabagulio, what we got? Okay, Gabagulio's take half damage, and I will take half damage.
I'm sick of this shit. Summon the time
That's
wolf.
15. You could. So that's a 15 for Ripple and Brixham, and a 7 for Anam and Gabagulio. Brixham, roll a concentration check.
Right.
I do enjoy being in a group getting pelted
You're
by
good.
multiple AoEs with no option to move.
You're good to go now. To be
I'm
fair,
going to move.
Gabagulio could have moved.
I'm going
He
to
did not.
move, and I'm going to take the help action to help Gabagulio.
Ooh.
Also, to be clear, the AoE is the whole room.
Yeah.
No,
it's
the
not.
lightning bolt that calls down is 5 foot. It's like a centered in. It goes like
I
5
would
foot.
have
out in each
moved. You
direction.
did an AOE over the whole room.
We didn't
Yeah,
know
I
the
told you guys the
Okay.
lightning bolt came down and then it didn't hit
Also-
Kreezor.
The lightning bolt. So Gabagulio is technically the only person who could have gotten out.
No,
of it.
I could have moved. I on my turn.
I thought it was
You
after
on
you.
my turn reaction
The lightning hadn't even come down until the end of your turn as a
Yeah.
layer. Actually.
I did it. You had it happen right at the end of my action, and I asked
At
if I
the
did
end of
anything else, would
your-
it make it mad? And
No,
then
that
you did
happened
it
after
just-
your turn.
It would have had
You
to
did
been
it-
at the
it
end. Of your
happened-
turn.
Because I was gonna
Yeah.
move because we were in cluster form, and then you just did it. And I went, oh, it must have just happened. But then I also didn't argue it because the AOE in here is the whole room.
Lightning bolt that comes down from the clouds in the sky.
I misunderstood.
Nom,
the
it's
you
your
said that.
turn.
That's
You
the
are
cast
helping Gabagulio.
Correct.
Thanks.
Okay. So you have
Anytime.
advantage.
Happy to
Next
be
thing.
here.
Brixham, what would you like to do?
I would like to heal myself.
Sure.
Gonna cast. Use a bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Sure.
That way I can try and dance. No, actually, Brixham dancing is a bad idea.
You can help someone for an action. To give them advantage. Gabagulio already has advantage.
Double advantage.
I applied it already. You can't do that.
I'll help
I'm a
Kreezor.
big fan of double advantage.
Okay.
Who got healing worded?
I
Brixham.
did.
I'm gonna
Anam,
immediately
are you-
swap places with the with the Ghoulie.
Gabagulio. Nice.
Yeah, the Ghoulie.
I did forget to. I keep on.
Or-
You're gonna have to yell at me sometimes because I will forget that you can swap. I'm usually pretty good about it.
Oh, I always
no.
remember. I just didn't want to.
Oh no.
You had to. No.
I
Um,
apologize.
no, because it has been appeased a single time. It does seem to be a little bit easier to appease this time, and you just barely succeed
Yes.
on your turn.
Because
so it
I
does
haven't
not do
stopped
anything
dancing.
afterwards. Brixham, you can do the same. I mean, you can help if you want to. Again, you can heal as a bonus action if you want to first, and then help again. Your first help is technically wasted because of the rerolled initiative.
You're
That
welcome.
happens. Ripple, are you hurt?
Yeah.
I can't tell if anyone's hurt.
You don't see the blood on my character.
No. I see mage armor. But I will bonus
The
action.
thing under mage armor is a is blood.
It's bloody.
I also don't have
I don't
any
see it.
injury indicators.
Take
Yeah,
8.
we haven't had injury indicators
same when I
at
cast
all
mine at
since
second
the
level.
last major update.
And then I'm gonna go back and help Kreezor again.
This creature will have advantage. Kreezor,
Alright, stand up.
you are no longer
Again,
prone.
Profusely
You have guidance
apologize.
and advantage still. I'm so sorry.
This-
It does seem like it is easier since it seems to be appeased, and it is very close to calming down. Okay. Congratulations. You
Spit up a little bit of blood at the end.
able to do the dance, and you are able to calm it down, and it seems to calm and be appeased. It doesn't say any words, but it goes kind of to sleep a little bit. And you remember that the quest was originally to help deal with it, which seemed to be an issue. And you get a sense of ease, like it won't attack anything else that would come in here. It won't do any harm to anyone. It seems to I've gotten a feeling of a time long ago, back before all this happened, long time ago. A bit of nostalgia, a bit of remembrance, and it kind of just goes to sleep.
I
Not
pat
like
it
dead,
on the
but
flank
like
and I
it
like,
takes a little, yeah.
I'm like, good kitty, kitty, kitty.
And re-roll initiative.
No.
Who's a good kitty? All right. Oh, well, I clap Brixham on the back and I'm like, good God, thank you. that was close.
That was very close. I'm gonna use Channel Divinity to heal Ripple. Take another 7.
And you do feel so. First off, you can just speak with any animals in this region if you'd like to. Advantage on animal handling checks, and also this specific beast would let you now take the bonus action disengage feature, since it is a fast creature. Whenever you are here,
Oh, that's fun.
and we're gonna take a small break right now. So I'll be right back. Heal up if you'd like.
Feed the cats.
And decide where you would like to go next. You are currently to the north of the city, closer to Gabagulio's thing. He's probably like 6 or 7 hours. It'd be one more long rest to get there because it is a little bit higher up in the mountains to the north.
Let's start gabbing that Gulio.
Okay, I'll be back.
Maybe we could find a nice outskirt of this city to camp in.
Don't say that. Don't be gabbing your Gulio. It's not a good look.
Oh well, y'all. I don't know if that was
Before I hit
worth it
that
to
long
make a
rest
kitty
button.
friend, but we made a kitty friend.
Yeah.
Or did we short rest or long rest?
Before
I don't
we
think
did
either.
this,
I think we're going to short rest. I mean, I think we're going to long
We're
rest.
good along.
Yeah, I think we just have to travel first.
Oh man.
BRB.
yeah, burb.
Ooh, 83-inch LG OLED. Do I need it?
Look at the price and then ask yourself if you even want to ask that question.
It's $1,600, which is like
Wait, what?
hilariously cheap.
I feel like that's a scam.
No, it's direct from LG partner stores. It's it's the B4. That's why. It's not the C series. Wamp wamp. So my dad texted me yesterday a picture of
Oh yeah.
it's are you familiar with Bring a Trailer?
Bring a trailer.
Yeah, it's a car auction website
Okay.
for like oddity cars, you know.
Okay.
It's not just like your average garbage.
Sure.
So he texted me a picture from there. Congratulations, you have won. With the caption, "Oh shit."
What?
There is a 2002 Eurovan camper van that he was like, there's no fucking way this goes for under 30K. So he put a bid on it.
Wow.
And
And a bag.
it won. So, yeah. He texts me this picture and it's just like, oh shit, I think I just bought a van.
You bought a van?
My dad. My
Nice.
dad threw in like a Hail Mary bid on a really dope van, and was like, there's no way it'll go for this cheap. And then like 2 days later, he was the highest bidder.
Damn.
So now he needs to figure out how to get a van out of California.
Well, father-son California trip.
I think he's gonna try and take my ma.
Sweet.
I think I got voted off of that island. I didn't jump on the last opportunity, so I'm not the cool enough son.
Hark.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gave me 3 days warning to fly to California, pick up a car.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone here? Did anyone take a break?
I mean,
I think we
I'm
are
her.
here.
I'm her. Be cool.
Be cool.
I'm walking around downstairs, but I'm her.
I'm
That's
walking
fine.
here.
Frank, are you here? He's not. He's dead.
Frank's
gone.
pooping here.
Oh yeah, we killed
That's
Frank
the way
while you
poop-
were gone.
Rip.
Rip.
Why?
You have to watch the VOD to find out.
You have to like, comment, and subscribe to find that answer out.
Oh, of course. To go into another.
Ooh, I returned from the dead.
Ooh.
Ah!
You can see. So as you all make your way out of this city, this decrepit ruins, the ruins themselves seem to fade away, as if they don't even seem to be, because they were confusing. It kind of felt almost like a trap around the place. The ruins around it fade away, and just the theater is left there. And you make your way to the north.
Do we hear like soft kitty snoring from the?
Yes, you do. Purring.
Oh.
It seems happy. And you make your way most of the day, or the rest of the day, to the north. In the very far distance, you're able to make out what looks like another set of ruins, but these are actually almost carved into the mountain, as if it feels like these don't really belong here that you're seeing in the very far distance. Because there's mountains, and then it's almost like someone just took a tool and cut out these ruins from another place and plopped them down here. Because it's a good, it's a
Make
good,
history
like,
check to see if I recognize them.
sure.
All right. I think I get this at normal, but I used to know what I had advantage on.
Back in the day.
B and the D.
You're not 100% able to know where they came from, but you do get the feeling, looking at the motifs and everything on it, that it does seem to be some form of ritualistic series of ruins. This is something potentially where dark magic would take place back in the day. You're not familiar enough with the land that used to be the land between to know exactly what it is, but you do know that it is not good, whatever's happening there.
It's wicked. You've taken us somewhere wicked. Evil.
No. I mean, kinda, but no. It's just warlock demon stuff. I mean,
Most
these are like a demonic cult, but like, don't read into that too much. I'm sure they're nice people.
You do have the way to potentially, get them to your side. So it doesn't have to
Yeah,
end in
yeah.
bloodshed.
We're gonna convert
Though it
them.
will more likely end in some form of bloodshed, because
We're gonna
you
have
know that they're a bloody cult.
we're gonna have a dance off. Is basically what's gonna happen.
You don't have a feeling it's going to be the same thing.
No, that wasn't a dance off. That was like dancing to appease the thing. This is gonna be a dance off. It's different.
What are we doing for rotation tonight? What's happening? as everyone goes to sleep.
How many people
I'm
do we
always
actually
doing
need?
my trance thing.
I mean, everyone needs sleep because it's going to be pushing yourself past this point.
Oh, sorry, like how many shifts are actually required to get through a full night?
Usually a 2-hour shift, except for the trance, which only ends up because you need to have 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of light activity. So technically, it's usually 4. You could do 3 because Ripple can take 2 shifts because of trance.
I'll take the first watch.
Brixton takes first watch. He finds another little tree.
I'll do one.
He's doing one today. You don't have to go. You can go on the same tree. That's fine too.
That's what
Second
we did last
watch.
time.
Is Gabagoolio.
That way, if we both fall asleep again, you only got to go to one place to wake us both up.
Yeah.
Are you doing third and fourth watch, or just the same person for third and fourth watch?
I'll do whatever the party needs. I have no preference.
I'll do fourth watch this time, because the bad stuff happened on Ripple's first watch, or
On the fourth watch.
yeah,
And Ripple's watch was yeah.
yeah. Not saying it's Ripple's fault, but like
Coincidence or random chance. Okay, so
I still am not
Creature's
convinced that he wasn't playing a trick on us.
last watch. Who's doing third watch?
Sure,
You're doing.
I'll do
Second
whatever
one.
watch.
But who's doing third watch?
It can't be
I'll
me,
do first
guys.
and third.
I can do third.
Okay, then Ripple's not taking a watch. But he'll be
I'm just
awake for the
I'm
next.
hanging out with the last two.
Okay. So. On. First watch goes by. Nothing happens. Second watch. Gabagoolio. I need you to make a perception check.
Keep in mind, I can see everything, except none of it. Am I paying attention to? But I can see it. It's just all happening behind me.
So you're looking out over into the trees. You don't see anything. Everything seems totally fine.
I bet it does.
And
oh no. And what?
Ripple, you're coming with me to another whisper.
God damn it! Not again. Sorry, guys. I rolled a 2 there.
You could have rolled a 3.
I don't think it would have helped.
It was inevitable.
Like I needed to roll like 12 more than that.
True. Maybe it's better this way.
Maybe.
Maybe we just need some bad roll identification. Like
It's fine. When we get to the West Side Story dance off, it'll be great.
So how long do you guys think a network switch can last at 91 degrees
The what?
ambient temperature in the room at 50% humidity?
who made it?
It's HP. It's an HP Pro Curve though. It's not an Aruba. It's 14 years old.
Oh, that fucker, another 14. It'll probably lose like 6 ports though.
There's part of me that agrees with that because those are tanks. Those are absolute tanks.
Yeah, like I have actually literally never seen one of those HP Pro Curves, which is fully outright die. I would place money that a port will die, but not the whole switch. Do you actually have the readout? The switch itself is running at 90 degrees?
No, this is the air around the switch. I don't have
Where
the switch
is it?
itself.
Oh, the room room is at 90 something degrees.
Yeah, the ambient temperature in the room is at 90.8 degrees.
90.
What? We lost our this morning at the beginning of this tremendous heat wave. AC in one of our buildings died. And there's never any speed in which we can get anything fixed, so we're not getting parts until Friday for it.
Has maintenance at least got like fans and stuff set up and the server door cracked?
We installed a portable AC in the room, venting out of the server room into the where the network closet is. Outside of it is a lecture hall, so the AC is venting out into the lecture hall. My concern is that we've brought the ambient temperature of the lecture hall up to 90 degrees. So
yeah. You've made an oven and a slightly cooler oven.
So how much processing does that actually have? Like, is
'Cause-
there anything that can actually happen other like what are the parts in this now?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
what's in the rack? Show me your rack.
Let me give you a link to it. It's a 10?
Because we're talking math at this point. If you have under 1500 watts in the rack, and like a 900 watt portable air conditioner, like it should be pulling that temperature down.
I've just never really seen like
that's the data sheet on it.
Holy Jesus, mother of God, that is a large pro curve.
Whoa!
No, you're fucked.
All right, fair.
Whoa,
Sorry.
guy.
Frank, that's the same size as the Cisco switch that I used to have that took 2 power cables from separate circuits
That's
of
the
the house
size
to
of a
power up.
mainframe.
Yeah, it has 4 power. It has 4 power supply units in it.
If you stack
welcome
them
back to the party.
vertically, that's a ZOS mainframe. Wha-
So, Anam, you're
Oh,
taking
God.
third watch. You wake up.
No, he lied to
around.
us.
Allegedly.
You look around. Gabagoolio seems to be looking out towards the woods. Rebel doesn't seem to be there.
I'm looking this way.
Correct.
I'm looking real hard. I saw the bushes rustle, and I'm like, oh, testing out my new devil's sight. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing over there.
Gabagoolio, have you seen Ripple anywhere?
Have you? No.
This is the first time you realize that he's gone. You turn around.
He
For the
probably
first
just,
time in a good 30 minutes.
probably just went to take a leak or something. I'm sure he was there a minute ago. Where was he? Like somewhere over here?
Goes to the southeast a little bit.
No, I'm asking them. I know he was like here.
Okay.
If he was to the southeast, I would go to the southeast of camp and take a look.
You you would not be able to see anything, but you could try. It's at the point where you feel like you can do a perception check. Let's do a perception check. We'll see.
Let's do a perception check.
We'll throw a perception
I
check
help?
to see something. You can do your own perception check since you already rolled it.
How about now?
So you can keep in neither. It doesn't succeed, so you can keep
Excellent.
your die. You don't perceive anything. Neither of you perceive. Neither of you perceive anything.
I mean, my passive perception is a 15.
It does not.
Did anyone wake
Catch
me
it.
up?
Or me.
You guys can now. It was a pretty
I mean, I
quiet
would-
conversation between the two of you,
I
but
would
then
go
you guys
back
can go
and
wake
them up
yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
I gently like knock him with my foot a couple of times, like Ripple wandered off or something.
He slaps him across the face.
Boom.
I
Where'd he go?
snap awake.
You what?
I just said, where'd he go? Brixham.
I don't know. I was looking over in the trees over here. I could have sworn I saw something. It might have been the wind. I don't know. I didn't see something. I saw movement for sure though. And then Anam was like, "Hey, where's Ripple?" Like I was supposed to be watching him or something, but he's gone now.
He's. I just want to point out he's not technically on the map. I know that people can. Like his
Oh
tokens there.
gosh,
show
he's
him,
right over
yep,
there.
but he's not actually on the map.
Oh, I see him. Great. Then
Did
run
he
back to
cast
bed.
invisibility on himself again?
What a little hooligan. Anyway,
I would
You
start.
know
I
where
would
he was
start like
last?
poking around in the woods with
somewhere
my
here.
saber out.
in this general area ish.
So
Can I search in this area?
can do. Someone can do
Hey,
a
Kreezor.
survival.
Come smell
if they
around
like
for your
to,
brother over
or
here.
a perception.
You're telling me you last heard him farting over here?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do a perception and I'll give myself guidance.
I was gonna survival this shit.
Kreezor's good at finding the things.
You want to give me? I'll do a perception if you want. I
No,
got a
no.
plus 90 perception. I took observant.
Wait. What do you have in survival?
Only plus 6, but it seemed more thematic.
Oh, then I will guidance your survival. See if we can locate him. We'll work together like we did with the dancing lion beast.
Do I pick up the smell of my brother's robe?
You do. It seems to be in some direction to the southwest. Or no, sorry. Some direction to the north. You notice with your perception as well what seems to be a single set of tracks going to the north.
All right. He's invisible, but he still left footprints. I'd start following him.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, I'm also coming.
Resource on
As
or
soon
something,
as
guys. Let's go.
as soon as I get out of ruler mode, I'm coming too.
As you are all having been woken up in the middle, you currently don't have a long rest. You are going to head north, and you're able to follow the tracks for a good amount of ways. Will you head north for what feels like a good hour? If you want to do something before then, you can. If you might feel like it's getting strange, but that's when the first Constitution save would have to happen, as all of you are
There's still
not
footprints
well
though?
rested. There are.
If we're starting to feel low, I'd cast Prayer of Healing. And give everyone a short rest so we can keep traveling.
You're able to sit down for. Is it still a 10-minute cast?
Yeah, still 10 minutes.
Let me double check that before I do it. 10 short rest. It should save it off for a little bit. I'd let you get through. Let's just stave it off for another hour or so. Because short rest usually doesn't stave off fatigue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would essentially let you go on for another hour if you'd like.
And we get 10 health, right?
You do.
Cool.
Yep.
You haven't already. And then at some point, whoever would
love
like
10
can
health.
make a perception or survival check after that hour mark.
I will make a perception check. If someone would
I
like to
will-
assist me.
I'll give you
I'll
guidance.
help you.
If someone can assist you.
All right, that's help, guidance.
I think we're all on this together here.
Does that succeed?
So
No.
it does succeed.
Okay, I can go higher.
No. I know you can go higher. So it does succeed. And you are able to tell that the tracks that you are... I need everyone to also make a group stealth check.
Nah,
If you're trying to be... I don't know. Actually, no. No. Because no one's really trying to be stealthy. You guys are just kind of following.
yeah, we are just kind of
Doing your
openly
thing.
searching at this point. That is true.
We don't know.
So
if
you were
there's
able to actually see in the
anything.
distance maybe like 10, 15 minutes. It looks like the tracks pick up pace.
Oh.
Do I have any ability to put up resistance?
Not at the moment, but you will at some point. Soon.
Like, what if I just stop walking?
What if we all just stopped walking?
I mean, if it's picking up bays, like, I assume my brother's got a reason to be running, or whatever's carrying him's got a reason to be running. So I'd pick up pace,
He's probably running away from the cult.
and I mean, I can run fast.
I don't run too fast.
Um,
But can you run as fast as Sonic?
Well,
No,
I
it's
think
not.
we want him
Damn
to
near,
stay
my
close
walking
to the
speed
group.
is 40.
so you are able to follow for quite a ways, and everyone now I would need everyone to make a Constitution save. Another hour passed, and then
Ugh.
okay, so that is a level of exhaustion for Brixham and Gabagulio
Thanks.
and Anand
Don't forget
Thanks.
me.
and Krizor.
What even is not exhausted?
Let's see how we're gonna do. Let the DM do something.
What?
Huh?
Ross, I DM'd you something.
Oh.
You're not wrong.
What?
Sorry.
I want to be though.
Family.
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 Well, all right. Let me look at these. That's pretty good for me. Honestly, my rolls been up until then were amazing.
So, what are our options here?
So it looks like the tracks do keep going to the north. You notice far in the distance what looks like a little bit of a stop in the tracks almost, and then another increase in speed. Just a small stop.
Okay.
Your options are you can keep going. You could try and pick up the tracks the next day. Or, I mean, I guess that's your only two options at the moment. Because you don't seem to see anything in sight. It seems to be getting closer to the mountain, though, as you go farther north.
If we take a rest, do we heal our level of exhaustion?
You would take a long rest.
I kind of feel like that's what we have to do because rests only get rid of half of a level of, like, half your exhaustion. So if we do two, we're going to be stuck with one later. And there's no guarantee that we'll find them by not taking a long rest, which means we might just be exhausted.
But we might be really close. Like, what if they're taking a rest, like, just over that hill?
I don't think they are.
Do I get any sense of how old these tracks are? Like, Like, have we been gaining on them at all?
You've been keeping pace. You might have gained a little bit on them. The ones where you see them stop for a couple seconds or slow down for a couple seconds, you gained a little bit, but they've been pretty good at keeping pace. You get the sense that maybe, and you did see them pick up pace a little while back.
Because here's the thing, Kreezor. It doesn't matter how far we go. It's theoretically possible they could always be around the next bend. But if we're not at full strength, what are we even going to do if we find them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but God, it don't feel good. Don't
No,
feel
it doesn't.
good to know that we're so close.
I don't know that we
Let's
are.
try and find out.
I'd like to
What could
walk
be?
one pace short of taking another level of exhaustion.
You can't. If you were going to push to a point where you were going to make another check, it would be another Constitution save.
Let's put it to a vote and hope we don't make a tie.
Right, you're used to having 5 people in this.
Well, you know what? I'll make it even easier. I'm pretty sure Ripple would say to look for him, so we can vote him in favor of it.
So then it's a tie.
Well, no. Now there's 4 of us, so if anybody wants to do it with Kreezor, I guess we're doing it.
I think we should keep going. Brixham doesn't want to leave family behind. Or
Family.
in front.
Family.
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 So everyone make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, Gabagulio, I
I'm
believe it is a DC 10.
exhausted,
I believe
guys.
the only one. Yeah, so Gabagulio takes a 2nd level of
I'm
exhaustion.
lucky I didn't take 2.
Ross, do that thing I asked you to do before one more time. And then do a perception check, whoever would like to in the lead.
Give it to me.
Oh, guidance your perception skills to find our brother.
I'm doing it again. Oh no.
So you actually seem to... You can't tell the pace of the tracks anymore. They seem to be consistent, but you have a hard time following them. You're still able to kind of... You're not able to make any ground, you feel like, this time around. And I also need
Is he the
to...
one that was allowed to roll, or am I allowed to?
We've been doing... What did we do last time? Didn't we do the lead made the roll? Or no, I guess Anam can make a roll without guidance then. Because technically it's been one
I
person
didn't
doing
take
the roll.
advantage on that.
Oh, you could. So this is
Should
the
I
way
have
we can do
taken
it. Either Anam can roll... Yeah, because someone would have been helping you out. So you can just have that one roll then with advantage. Roll again for me, Kreezor.
That makes sense.
Alright. I'm gonna also give myself the 1d4 on this one as well. Fuck. Brother, you're dead.
See, look, the tracks go on forever, Kreezor. We've got to take a rest. And even
Oh,
if
man.
we rest, we'll still be exhausted tomorrow.
I'll carry you, Gabagulio. No,
You'll
I-
still be double exhausted.
I think you're right.
I'll be refreshed.
No, you won't.
I can take the tracking.
Alright.
I can take the tracking
Okay.
lead tomorrow.
Alright.
I think you're
He'll
right
be
as
dead.
well.
But
My eyeballs
Ross?
hurt.
How are you going to be refreshed? What?
are we taking a long rest?
Yeah, but we got 2 levels of exhaustion.
I have 1 level.
Well,
of
you're the only one with 2 levels of
All of you
exhaustion.
suck.
Oh. Well, I'm going to be exhausted tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm not going to get any of my beauty sleep. Fair enough.
You're
You
all going to be
guys-
taking your long rest. I'm going to go on a whisper channel with Ross again real quick.
Bye, guys.
Discuss making a new character. No, it's not true. He's
I was
definitely-
gonna say,
Goodbye.
ask him how much he likes his character.
That's pretty mean. I rolled a
no.
28 on disadvantage to see this coming.
That's okay. I crit rolled on a death save once and still died. I'm sure you'll be fine.
You
Get the
rolled
time wolf.
26 at disadvantage, and you did see it coming, but then the actual save you did not roll high enough.
It was
You did not roll a
15. I
20.
did pretty good.
It was good. You're correct. Okay.
You know why? It's because he said he doesn't wear pants.
Oh, probably.
That would
That's
do
why-
it, yeah.
That's why he got picked up.
I can't see the temperature on the Switch itself. Just checked.
Yeah, you're
mean-
probably screwed unless you can get like an industrial ice maker and a whole bunch of those floor blowers.
So I am gonna say a couple of positive notes. The environmental stats for that Switch are bonkers. It apparently is designed to keep running up to 131 Fahrenheit ambient
Great.
and a relative humidity of 95%.
So,
That
like-
doesn't sound
but
correct.
it's old
No, that is
now.
literally what it says.
But it's old now, and it's probably gone through a lot of heat waves.
Right, yeah. The question is, how do those numbers look 14 years after the fact? Because that's how old it is.
HP Pro curve.
I
Baby's gonna
think-
lose 6 ports. Keep
No.
trucking.
I think it's gonna sporadically just not do things sometimes in a way that's gonna be annoying for years to come.
Is it
That's my
running
favorite.
PoE? Like that's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
that's
Oh, of
yeah, like
course,
a lot
yeah.
of
It's
PoE.
probably running all the access points for every building.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, no, just that building, but it's like 20 APs.
Yeah, it's enough.
oof. Yeah, okay. If you were like, oh, 3 APs, I'd be like, all right, like maybe, but yeah, 20. That is a lot of wattage to be pumping. Yeah, that sucker is if this heat wave doesn't kill it, like, dude, put a birthday hat on that thing and buy it some cake.
I
'Cause it earned
wonder,
it.
is
The
that
humidity is
something?
dropping.
Is that something that you can, like, not you, but your employer could insurance remit for? Because, like, similar to the
You-
way that like homeowners insurance will sometimes cover random shit like that happening.
You would have to prove that you weren't negligent in like not servicing your AC. And if there is only one AC unit for that entire building, the
It's central
insurance
AC.
still it's a whole building though. Like you probably should have a backup unit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not defending it.
Like,
I'm just saying.
That's how a lot of these are designed.
I mean, it depends. Well, I don't know if you need that for liability on insurance. So, like, you're doing what you can. If that dies, like, that's kind of why you have insurance, is for things that you can't foresee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, like,
I don't
The
know
other
where that
question
would.
is like, would it even be worth making the insurance claim?
Oh, definitely. At the price of like industrial gear like that.
How many cards are actually in this sucker? Is it full?
It's fully populated.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's probably worth
Like,
it then.
even if you,
That's a
even,
100K switch.
even if they only get 10 grand, that's 10 grand to put towards the next one, right? So, like,
I
the
think,
good news is you're getting an upgrade.
I think that would probably. I think that one we priced it as similar, and it was around 50 to 60 in that range.
Yeah.
Holy shit! These have gotten cheap.
Well, they also the new ones don't last near as. Jesus,
mean-
they're just rolling checks left and right over there. HP doesn't make the switches anymore. They bought Aruba, and Aruba makes all of their switches.
Come on, guys, help me dig.
I got a good strength check out of it. We could fill the grave with mayo.
Yes.
He would have appreciated that.
He would have.
I tried to make a coffin. I didn't say it would be a good one.
Gallons or galloons?
Yes.
A good coffin or a galloon coffin?
I mean, it won't hold it won't hold water, but it would probably hold mayo.
It is significantly more viscous. It makes sense.
It's not airtight, but it's mayo tight.
Yep. And that's all we could ask for.
It's no longer rip, it's rim, rested mayo.
So I think someone hit a telephone pole near me, and that's why I lost power, because it doesn't sound like our grid got overloaded today, which I was surprised at.
His skin will be so soft when the necromancer digs him up.
Or
It's
preserved.
true.
It's not the necromancer, a necromancer. One of many.
You know that every time you do that, it adds to the chat, so it makes it really hard for me to figure out what he's rolling when he's rolling. And it's just like, I could have killed him by accident.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
that's the comedy.
we didn't really.
But we had to prepare the mayo coffin.
I'm the one who has the mayonnaise.
Right. We'd have to find you, and then we'd have to get the mayo, and then we'd have to fill the coffin that we made for you with mayo.
Oh man,
I'm
I
just-
should have been way smarter. Why didn't I just pour acid on these fucking handcuffs?
I'm assuming
mayo.
we would have found you dead.
Or mayo.
So it's probably about 4 hours since you guys have started to go into another long rest. And
God damn it, not again.
well, no. So Ripple, how would you see
they
them
Are they
in the
sleeping?
distance? They probably have someone on watch. Who would have taken the second watch?
I'm
let's say?
looking in the trees.
Second watch again.
Yeah, I'm looking
Sure.
at it this way.
Sure. Ripple is somewhere out to the northeast.
Oh, then I'm
at the
looking
moment.
this way.
But I don't know. Are you trying to approach them silently, Ripple, or if you're saying something, they would just know?
I'm just walking up to the group. I'm like, hello there, weary traveler.
Oh,
I like snap away. Jesus Christ!
he's back.
You see Ripple looking honestly not that bad for wear, but he has his hands behind his back with a series of cuffs on.
So, fun fact: the Chantry found us.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
did you go
wait,
to take a
have you
piss?
guys-
The
Chantry?
Chantry is that group that
You
hates
would
wizards.
yeah. They hate
Handcuffs. Did
magic.
you have a fun night, buddy? And I clap him on the
No,
back.
no, I didn't.
Here,
Remember
we'll
how I said I
bring you
couldn't hear the-
back.
Remember how I said I couldn't hear the trees? Turns out there are mage hunters around here that cast silence, so that when they come up on you, you can't cast the spell, and they slap these magic-proof handcuffs on you. Creasor, be a good lad and chew through them.
All right.
Why didn't you just use mayo and squeeze out of them?
You cannot chew through them.
Here, put some mayo on his hands. They'll come right off.
There is a lock to them. He cannot chew through them. There is a lock to them.
Can we just pour acid
I don't
on?
have lock
Hold on.
picks.
I'm going to try to pick these locks. Someone start filling that hole that we dug back up.
Okay.
I
Fill the hole with
suspiciously
mayo.
start dismantling the coffin and putting that in the fire.
You guys didn't actually make a coffin in a fire for your brother.
Goddamn right we did.
I'm not
Capitulio
letting that
dug a
be
hole.
canon.
It's the least we could do.
You
Please
are
fill
able
this
to
ceremonial
pick
coffin
just
with mayo.
barely pick the lock, and they
Like
fall
we were on
off.
a
And
bear.
Ripple once again feels his connection to the weave come back.
So
You
like it
notice
took
as
a
they
not
are
like
picked-
5 minutes, and then he was like, "This is easy."
As they are picked, they seem to Ripple. You see that they seem to lose all form of magic that they had around them.
Now we just have regular handcuffs.
Correct.
Well, that's still
Ripple.
useful. I give these to Anam, and I'm like, I'm
Freezer,
sure you
can
can
I
use
have
these.
those?
So they have no more innate magic in them, or the magic is just broken when they're unlocked. Like if we relock.
They have no more innate magic in them.
Ah,
Ripple,
Can
how'd you get
Freezer
away?
have
Are
the
they
handcuffs?
following you?
what do you want them for?
Shenanigans?
I'm going to roll an insight check with advantage because I get that racially. Was
What
that
do you
honest,
want them for,
Kreezor?
Kreezor?
God damn right it was.
That's shenanigans. That's it.
The idea of just handcuffing random people with sleight of hand sounds really funny.
Boy, now that I know that, I don't know what to do. But you did ask for them, and you were honest, so I reluctantly hand them to my brother.
It's also you rationalize this by knowing that everything in his possession is covered in mayo, and you'll know if he's doing it by who has mayo on them. Like if he
His-
tries,
We didn't actually dump mayonnaise in his backpack.
we still can.
I know we can.
Where do you think we got the
I-
mayonnaise for your coffin?
I feel.
Anywho,
What a weird
you all look
sentence.
tired. I'll take watch.
I'm so tired. Please
Should
watch
you be
all
taking
night.
watch again?
Do you want somebody
Yeah,
to
are
watch
they-
with you?
He looks fully rested because he got his 4 hours.
Right, but it seems like you taking watch could lead to this again.
No,
They didn't
I
get
was
me on
watching
watch.
last
They
time.
got me at the end of my watch in trance.
They got him while Gabaguli was on watch while he was still sleeping. He had a really good perception check to wake up. It was almost like
Yeah, I was
it
looking
would have
this
been an
way.
instant success if he was still asleep.
I was looking.
But how
this
did you
way
get
and it was
away? Were they?
happening.
Could they have followed you back here?
He is not super aware that my kind can't be put to sleep. So he cast sleep on me, and then he took a nap, and I snuck away.
Oh, very
So
nice.
then he will definitely be back for it.
After his rest and your rest, he's probably going to be back for us, yes. But now I actually am aware he's here.
Ah, so we're not stuck here with him. He's stuck here with us.
Correct. Also, I saw that he had a shimmer of mage armor up. He can cast sleep and silence,
Oh,
which is weird given that they're mage hunters.
Yeah. Was he
Can't beat him. Join him. and then
casting
beat
it
him.
with a magic wand or something, or
no, well, they're cultists. They probably got it from like a demon.
I would have seen him cast it
He was
through
just casting it
focus.
from his soul.
Yeah.
The sleep
or
was
lack
cast through a
thereof.
focus.
But these aren't the people we were after. The Chantry is different than your group.
Oh,
Just bad luck, I'm afraid.
wow.
oh,
Or maybe
so you
they're
made
after us
friends.
specifically.
Can you blame them? We are the good guys.
Is this Malhoun's chantry?
As we know.
No.
No, I also asked that. No, it's that Chantry we had heard about that hates magic.
As far as you guys know, the Church of Sacred Fate isn't bad. It's Malhoun seems to be using it in a bad way. You haven't been able to really discern whether it's at the root of the church or if it's just someone using the name, the powerful name, wrongly.
All right, well, I guess let's try to sleep again.
Agreed.
Okay. I will say you were able to get a long rest off this time. So,
Yes.
Gabagool, you only have 1 exhaustion.
Wahoo!
And then
I
we'll
can't
do
change.
one
Where's
thing
exhaustion tracked?
before. You just
There
need
it
to
is.
mark off. It's the little dots. Yeah, you're going to be at, yeah. And to end it today, we will say you all are able to wake up. Are you still going to head to do the thing you were going to do? There doesn't seem to be a sign of anyone around when you wake up. Or what's the plan from here?
Can Krizor and I use our his tracking skills and my cartography skills to figure out which way he might have been heading on a map? Because I know which direction he was going, and we kind of know which
Sure.
direction he was running.
You're able to tell just with the map that there was a good chance he was just heading a couple zones to the north and the west to get to the Chantry. Like you're able to put that together.
Okay, so we know where he's headed. Are we far enough from the Chantry that him being here is weird?
Yes, because you're about 2. So I need to pull up the map. But the Chantry is you'd have to go 2 zones to the north and then 1 to the west, and you'd be in the Chantry. So that's like a 14 days travel. About that to get there, which is weird. Usually they don't send a lot of people out.
And
It's usually within their
he
walls.
attempted this twice. Once was successful, so he's probably going to be back.
Who knows?
All
right. Every night before we go to sleep, I'm putting a snare up then.
Sure. But yeah.
I think I'll take from now on. I'll take rounds 1 and 2 to rest.
Krizor shouldn't have exhaustion, right?
No, you should be at 0 exhaustion.
Yeah, mine should have actually.
I'll mark it.
There you have to manually unmark it.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so you guys, you're heading to the cult area, Cult of Moog,
Yes.
for Gabagulio's thing.
Let's do it.
We're mogging
So
it up.
you make your way to the north, to that area that seems to be carved, the unnaturally placed area. And as you get further, we will put you on the map for next time. The map. Let me view. Reload. It looks like a large vertical series of steps up to that ruin that was seen a very long ways away. And it goes up, by the way. So you technically can't see everything that's there, but walls are terrible when it comes to that kind of thing. There's stairs in front of you, and it looks like a winding path to the north. You see what looks like multiple zombies on the way up, multiple figures in robes. And you can hear as you step closer. And as you get to hear a voice say, "The blood of a goat," and you hear bleeding. A goat's bleating. That's the sound they make. A goat sound.
We're all northerners.
And then
Do we hear bleeding followed by bleeding?
And then you hear a slash of knife on flesh, and
Nice.
just the spraying sound of blood. And that's where we're going to end it.
Where's the big mouth imp?
Mr. Mike.
It's not here.
Have you read Obsidian Path?
I have not. But it sounds like you're going to say that I should.
You should, because this map what you're describing feels like Obsidian Path.
So this is based off of a map in Elden Ring as well. Well, both. It sounds good, though.
Obsidian Path is dope. It's basically an entire story about necromancy. And
nice.
It's a whole series. Really fucking cool.
Cool.
Go read it.
Right now.
I will.
Here's a
Not
link.
right now. I can't right now.
Why haven't you read it yet?
I can't.
You should be done by now. We just
But
talked.
yeah, the way, and also as like a side note, the way this works is it's about a 15-foot drop down on both sides of where you are, and then the mountains are a good 30 feet away to the left and to the right. That's how it's carved out. And it looks like a weird thing plopped down here. But yeah, We'll figure out how that is. I believe Tuesday is the next day.
Yes.
The 1st.
There you go, Mike. If you have an
July.
e-reader, that's the book.
Thank you. I do have an e-reader. I gotta break it out though. I'll break it out.
Your book report is due in an hour.
Nope. That's not happening.
I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I actually read that and didn't ebook it, and I'm pretty sure I still have the ebook kicking around. So,
Nice.
boom,
Yeah, I'll
boom.
definitely check it out.
Boop. There you go. There's the other two.
Thank you.
It's a 3-book series.
Series?
They are shortish.
You'll have
Enjoy.
2 hours to complete all 3 books.
I can't do it. I don't have time.
They must be 500 words each.
I don't. Yeah, I actually
I
don't know
know.
how.
This is pretty short.
It is pretty short. I'm just gonna
I don't-
filler it.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
ask
feel like
ChatGPT
they're
to do it.
super duper long
Yeah.
books. Yeah, it's a 380-page paperback. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, well then you have an hour to do all 3.
No. Why did you make it worse?
Yeah, it's demons, necromancy, extra planes of reality, pirating, like
That's fun.
the whole fucking series is just wild shit, and it's fun.
That's great. I will definitely check it out.
And I'm definitely going to go to bed.
Night, y'all.
Same